torture. So pay the price for your sins, for your lies. Pay the price of my life. All I see is no one but you understands the pain that I feel. No one but you runs away from all that they hold dear. Tell me if you can hear me out just this once. I'm begging you, I'm pleading you to please give up. That body we shared, those feelings of care was all just a ruse, a game we're about to lose. The inevitable fate that tethers us together. All my evil is yours, shall we suffer forever? No, I'll never leave you alone. Time to run down to my throne. Pay the price for your sins, for your lies. Pay the price of my life. All I see is no one but you understands the pain that I feel. No one but you runs away from all that they hold dear. No way the you are my everything. Shouldn't you give me my reward for all that I've done for you, for you, for you. Pay the price for your sins, for your lies. Pay the price of my life. All I see is no one but you understands the pain that I feel. No one but you can guide this future to be revealed. Hey yo, Ak. What you doing on the mic? Ew, what is this? Pull up, don't mean to interrupt, but look at this dump. AK the twit longers and DMs, just I thought it was a free man. Corrupt, lies too sweet, mountain like syrup. Pull up, wake the fuck up, nah. I wish I could say it's rewind, tap back to the past for all these crimes. Y'all too green, call ya limes. Y'all ain't real, call ya mimes. This so-called community is fake by design. Since we always forget, let me throw in my 2 dimes. Ayo, Kōri. What? Remember that two-tone bitch? Remember that fake friendship? Remember the moments you swore you could hold it? Till it all came crashing down, made you look like a clown? Remember that copycat? Should have rebranded as a viper, that little content sniper. Remember that naked mole rat? Should have taken my own advice, had to deal with that shit twice. Remember that aristocrat? Should have stayed in school out there acting a fool. Remember all the times you said you wouldn't let them in? You gave them an inch, then they didn't know when to fucking end? Remember all the shit you went through just to stay silent? All the words you said just not get fucking violent? These bitches change like the climate, their care is one-sided, attention divided, so fucking close-minded on their own goddamn island. Mind our problem, it's a riot. Say the truth, they are frightened. True colors when it's private, like a big giant, acting like a fucking tyrant. Why they always lying? Bill Nye, what's a science? I can see this high school alliance. Manipulation makes them excited. Can't go one fucking day without it being quiet. Ayo, Kōri. Huh? Remember the endless insults during all the times you try to be an adult? Remember how they try to turn you against your homies while acting like they're your best fucking buddies? Yeah, it's pretty bad. I won't let you forget, got me so damn upset. Time to rep yo set, time to send him to the vet. Listen, don't let him ever see you cry. Don't give him the benefit of goodbye, all those hopes fucking die. Listen, I know you have so much regret, living with a constant threat. Don't let them ever see you sweat. They are just a silhouette, they just wanna place a bet, but you know they're in your debt. This time I really hope you fucking listen. I know they be humming in your ear, want the downfall of your career, wanna see you shed a tear. Every word is insincere, every season, every year. They will never disappear, hate is all you ever hear. This time, don't listen, cause you know you will prevail in the ways I can tell. Inhale, exhale, another day, another villain. Gotta keep it cool, stay big chillin'. Heh. Sun, the rays light up the mundane, this quiet world that I'm from. It slips through my memories gone. My entire being is frozen. The feelings of isolation, the wrath, the envy, the terror, the misery pierces my skin for what feels like forever. Broken shards with YoHallo! Welcome in, everybody! Welcome in! What is new? What is good? It is Tuesday, aka better known as Poos Day. Alright, it is Poos Day, everybody. I hope everyone's having a great day. Welcome in. Today we're going to be talking about Anime NYC. Okay, we were there for 4 freaking days and it was tiring. I am still tired. I have barely been sleeping. What is sleep? Sleep is just a social construct at this point, right? And I am very, life is lifing right now, basically. But it's great to see everybody. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And we appreciate you. Not just me. Everybody here appreciates you. Because you are here, a part of this cool community. And I'm biased. So don't believe me when I say that. Anyway, just kidding. We are here just going to be recapping how the weekend went. This con was really interesting because we had been to Anime NYC last year. And so this is technically our 2nd year for Anime NYC. And I will not be going again next year. Like, point blank period. And it's not a bad thing. Like, it's not necessarily like anybody did anything wrong, by the way. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. Like, 4 days is way too much, and I have to do another con this weekend. So I have back-to-back cons, and technically I was supposed to have another 4-day con this week. It was supposed to start on Thursday. It does start on Thursday, but the organizers had booked James, my representative, to fly in like Thursday night, so he won't be able to like set up or anything like that. The con will be closed by the time he gets there, and so I won't have to be online on Thursday, which, like, honestly, I am kind of thankful for, because I can't do 4 to 4. Like, sorry, I can't even speak. See, 2 brain cells are not brain cells. I can't do 2 4-day back-to-back weekends of con. Like, I just can't. I know that I won't be able to do it. So, I mean, that's 8 days. That's insane. Out of 14 days, 8 of them are con. No, I'm good. So, luckily, it's only 7 of it's half of the week I'm doing con stuff. So, it's fine. Or half of the 2 weeks. But yeah, it's just very, very tiring. And I have a concert on Friday as well, which we're really excited for, but also definitely been a little bit of a struggle to prepare for it. And for me particularly, like, rehearsing and stuff has been a little bit hard to like find the time to do that. So I'm definitely feeling nervous and a little bit bittersweet as well, because this weekend will be the last big event that I do with this model. So this is not going to be the last stream that I do with this model. That's not going to be until next week. But this is the second to well, aside from the con weekend, this is technically like the second to last stream that I will be using this model for. So aside from the con weekend. So I'm a little bit like sad that I'm like, I don't know. I'm happy and sad that I feel like I'm saying goodbye to like this era of Kōri, but I'm also like sad in the sense where like, oh shit, I have to prepare for my 3.0 debut. I haven't really done that, I'm gonna be real. And so it's just a lot to juggle at once, and I'm also just a little bit excited because of the 3.0, but also like nervous. I don't know. Anyway, it's all these things, all these feelings. But I'm happy that we get to all experience this together. So thank you for being here. Anyway, let me catch up on chat, and I will get on my merry way talking about the con and whatnot. Thank you for the hydrate Twitchmon, by the way. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Day 8, let's go. No, literally fusion. Oh my god. Ugh. Big YoHallo to Cole. YoHallo's son, by the way, I saw you here like an hour early, which is insane. I was not here an hour early. I was late today. Usually, like, I start on the dot, and I did not today. My apologies. I took a nap. Isn't that surprising? I actually took a fucking nap. I did, though. Anyway, oh, I also want to say, sorry, I usually try to say this after the con weekend. If you are new to Kōri, and you're new to the stream, you're coming in from Anime NYC, thank you so much for being here. This is what I do, my day-to-day, and having support, and that support could just be like you lurking on the stream or engaging with the content, even if you're watching the VOD afterwards, if you drop a like, if you comment, like, you know, all of those little things really do go a long way, and it means a lot to us to have that support. So thank you so much for coming to the stream. If you are, you know, new from Anime NYC or just new in general, we just really appreciate y'all being here, because this is my day-to-day, and for me to keep going to events like Anime NYC and beyond, having the support here in the stream is the way that I'm gonna be able to keep doing that. So, and that again could just be you lurking, like that's literally all I would ask, and I can't ask anything really, but that is all that I would ask if I could, is for y'all to come by the stream when you can. No pressure by any means. I want you to be happy and healthy, and that's what matters the most to me. And if that's not here, that's totally fine. But we appreciate all the support, because that support here on the stream is what's able to keep me going to events like Anime NYC and whatnot. So thank you for coming by to the stream today. Thank you for being here. It really means a lot. It helps a lot. So yeah, we'd love to have you part of our community. The Discord is pinned in the pinned comment on Twitch. But yeah, please feel free to join the Discord. We have a great community. I'm biased. And thank you so much for coming back to the stream. Again, it really helps. So thank you. YoHallo Sailing, YoHallo Sun, YoHallo Fusion, YoHallo Cole. Good to see you again. Thank you so much for coming by the booth and for being here today. This intro screen is so cute. It is, right? This would make a good poster. Then Kōri signs it for us. Real. YoHallo Hunter! What's up? I hope you're having a great what? A great what, Hunter? You didn't finish the sentence. How dare you? No, I'm just kidding. We are having an okay day. Thank you. Well, I am, at least. I can't speak for everybody else. Hi, Sun. Big YoHallo to Sun. Good to see you. Once again, YoHallo, it's good to see you. It was exhausting. It was exhausting. Oh my god. I was like, who asked for 4 days? I kept asking people, like, how do you feel about the 4 days? Not, like, repetitively, but, you know, everybody that I talked to said, nah. You know, like, nobody really liked the 4 days. They were like, no, we should not. I don't know who asked for it either. We should not do it. Somebody, not calling anyone out, somebody, like, commented on one of my videos, and they said, or posts, and they said, like, oh, the reason why they did 4 days is because the vendors and the artists or whatever were, like, asking for more setup time. And I'm sitting there like, I am a vendor, and because I have a booth there, and I also, you know, James talked to the other vendors around us. Nobody knew who the fuck asked for 4 days, okay? We didn't ask, and we were a vendor, and the setup time was, like, basically the same as last year. Like, you could set up, like, on Monday or Tuesday. And it was the same as last year, if I remember correctly. So I was like, I don't know if setup time is it. I do know, I have my conspiracy, and it's just a conspiracy, is that they just want to make more money. That's like point blank period. Because they actually charged more this year for the vendors to be there. And so I'm just like, they probably just want to make more money, and because they can. I don't know. And I mean, it makes sense. You know, I don't blame them, but yeah. Let's see. You should definitely rest hard. I'm trying. It's so hard to get rest, unfortunately, at this time. YoHallo Cosmic, good to see you. I'm gonna miss this model. Me too, Fusion. To a certain extent, I'm gonna miss it. A lot of really core memories made with this model, you know. I love the conversation we had. I need my Mew gold chain. Yes! You gotta get it. I'm telling you. It'd be so perfect. And I did as well. I appreciated all the conversations I had. Thank you to everybody who even had the courage to come up and, like, talk to me. Because I know that, like, it's not every day you talk to an anime girl on the screen. So, and then we were dealing with the delay, too. Like, the lag. Because Anime NYC classically has bad internet connection. So, that really sucked. It was even worse this year than it was last year. which is really sad. So another reason why we won't be going again, but at least not right now. Hello, new here. What's up, Vengan? How are you doing? Met you over the weekend at NYC. Loved your design and how much you interacted with us in person. Thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. It was great to meet you, and we really appreciate you coming back here to the stream. Like I said earlier, this is my everyday. So I really appreciate people coming back and people being here and lurking and engaging with the content in ways that you're able to. It does really go a long way. It really helps me keep doing the events that I do. So thank you so much for interacting with me and for coming back from Anime NYC. Thank you. Let's see. Hello, Scenic. Hello. How do you want to be called? You can call me Kōri. Kōri, like Kōri in the house, but it's spelled differently. Kōri is fine, but then, you know, whatever else is fine too. Just don't call me yours, because you know what? You don't want that, trust me. I'll steal all your snacks. Anyway, it was so great to meet you at Anime NYC. Congrats on surviving the weekend. Thank you, Big Dr. Billy. That's a legendary name, by the way. We have a mythical creature on our stream called Armadillo Billy, so you're like the cousin of Armadillo Billy by being Big Dr. Billy. You know what I mean? You're not actually, though, but you know what I mean. It was so great to meet you as well. Thank you so much for coming by, and thank you for the congrats on surviving the weekend. Yeah, I don't know how I did it, to be so real with you. So, yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming back. It means a lot. Hi, Kismet. YoHallo, Kismet. Good to see you again. Thank you for coming in today. Anyway, we thank all of y'all for joining in May. We have many great streams together. Snap, Twitchmon. Couldn't have said it better myself. We stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturdays. There we go. That's what we do. They're trying to milk us for more money. Yeah, Anime NYC, low-key, huh? Low-key a little bit. You know, I get it to a certain extent, but, you know, it's what they gotta do, right? That's the business. That's the business model, so I get it, but yeah, it definitely makes it a little bit difficult for people who have to pay for that or have to go. I mean, it's really hard. I don't know how people take days off of work sometimes. I'm like, you could take Thursday and Friday off? Sometimes I'm like lucky just to get Friday off, you know? As someone who's worked calls, I see the reasoning, but the setup time needs to be the day before. Oh yeah, no, not during. Yeah, no. Anime NYC has always had setup times be days before, multiple days before. Like, I remember last year, I think it was the same thing. Even though it started on Friday, you could come in on, like, Monday or Tuesday to be able to set up. And it was the same way this year. So, I don't know. They definitely allowed a lot of setup time, and I understand having all that setup time for like, boosts, like, Whole Lives, where it was just, like, it was, like, an apartment inside of this building. Like, it was a freaking bigger than that. It was a building inside of a building. And so, like, it makes sense that you would need a little bit more time to set that up. But everybody else, like, you know, for our booth, it only takes like a few hours maybe. So, like, it's only like those big companies, and like, come on, Whole Live's like a multi-million-dollar company, international company. They can hire people to help them get set up. Why have it been like that in Javits Center since 2018? I was there since 2018. That's so real. I would love to be the cousin of an armadillo. It would be an honor, honestly. He has lore and everything. Let's see. What's up, Daku? How are you doing? LOL. What's up? How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Okay, hi, Kōri. We found you at Anime NYC. I got a free smug sticker and followed your Twitch right away. Thank you so much for following us. I remember. Yes, thank you so much. I remember your name popping up like when you had followed us. So thank you for coming by today, and thank you for being here. It means a lot. Thank you. I was so happy to see you again. I only got a free sticker last year, so I had to go all out once I saw your booth. Oh, heck yeah. No, thank you. Thank you for coming by again. That means a lot. And it was crazy. We definitely had a lot of, like, people that we met the year before, like, come back, too. So it was really nice. Also, Vengan, thank you so much for the subscribe with Prime. I'm sorry I'm late to saying thank you to that. But thank you so much for the support. You have no ads and cool emotes, which is pretty epic if you ask me. But I'm biased. Kōri, next year, it's another 4-day. LMAO. Yeah, I'm not going to be there, so. Have a good dinner. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. I feel like I missed something. Hold on. I don't think I did, but I can't tell. So anyway, now I think I'm in.
Dang, back-to-back cons. You all good for Friday concert? I know, right? It's tough. It's not the worst that I've experienced. I will say that was it last year? No, it was last year. I think. Yeah, it was last year. Sorry. Last year, I had 3 weekends that were back-to-back con weekends. I can't speak. And that was hell. That was torture. So, yeah, I hated it. And I told myself I would never do that again. I had Otaku Fest in Florida, and then I had Annie Minneapolis in Minnesota, and then I had Offkai in California, and I was like dead afterwards. I was like a zombie, and I was so burnt out that it was like beyond belief, and I was just like, I can't ever do this again. So I told myself no more 3 back-to-back con weekends. So that's a rule. I did not expect that MatsuriCon was going to be a 4-day weekend because it wasn't that yet last year. I mean, same with Anime NYC, but I didn't think that they were going to do 4 days this year. And I do like working with MatsuriCon though. Like I knew that I wanted to go back, and that, you know, they really treated James well, and that's always a really important thing for me, because, you know, he's my employee, essentially. Not really, but essentially. And so, you know, that kind of stuff really matters to me. And I was like, you know, they invited me to come back, and absolutely, you know, so, and we have some community members that we met out there as well. So I was like, yes, but, you know, not gonna push it for next year, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, if they want to have me, I'll consider it, but it's definitely like, oh, I am exhausted, but maybe that's just how I'm feeling right now. You know, I always have a good time at the cons. Regardless, I had a great time at Anime NYC, even though I was complaining about the 4 days. I still had a really good time. So I'm still thankful, always grateful and thankful for the opportunity to be able to connect with the community. So, but yes, to answer your question, Daku, yeah, I don't know if I will be okay for the Friday concert. I know that I will be, but like right now, as it stands, I'm like so tired that I'm just like, oh god, I don't, I haven't had that much time to rehearse either. Like, not as much as I would like, personally. I know that it'll be okay, but I just like to practice, make sure I have that in, and make sure that I put in my due diligence for myself, most of all. And so, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but I know that I'll survive. Does that make sense? 3 back-to-back, yeah, it was terrible. Hi, Taken, good to see you. Welcome in, hope you're doing great. Thank you for being here. Also, thanks for pronouncing my name totally right the first time. Hardly anyone gets it right at first. Thank you, Vengan. I'm gonna try to remember to say it that way. But sometimes, like, I just have dead brain cells, and then I just say it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just say it wrong. So I'll try to keep saying it right. But if I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Well, take care of yourself. Get the rest and water. I will try. I will definitely try. I mean, I took a nap today, which I feel like is pretty good. I don't usually get the chance to take naps. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. Let me see. YoHallo Nick over on YouTube, thank you for being here. YoHallo Carrick, good to see you. YoHallo Shogun, welcome back home. Welcome in. YoHallo Nimby, but good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, 4-day cons is wild, agree. Wild in all caps is correct. 2 4-day cons. I would rather drink acid and punch myself in the face. You know, very descriptive. I appreciate that. This era was so important. So many ups and downs, and so many big things happened. It's crazy to think about. It is 100%. 100%. Yeah. Gosh. Anyway. YoHallo Blitz. Good to see you. Welcome in. YoHallo John. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let's see. YoHallo S. Good to see you. Welcome in. That thumbnail's amazing. Thank you. Heck yeah. Unrelated note, has anime cons been this large? First time been in an anime convention? No. Anime NYC is massive. And, you know, Anime NYC has also, like Kismet had said in Twitch chat, been around for a while. I don't know exactly how long they have been. I'm sorry. But, they, you know, Kismet was there in 2018. And so I'm, at least since 2018, right? So Anime NYC has been around for a while. And they, you know, they have a lot of backing and whatnot. So they are a pretty big con. That constitutes as like a large, massive con. Anime NYC, I think, is like the 2nd or 3rd biggest con in the United States. I think. That's what I read online somewhere. So it is a really large con. Most cons are not that large, for sure. I like the smaller ones sometimes, to be honest, because it's a lot more intimate. You know, Anime NYC, at least our experience with Anime NYC last year specifically, was very much like people just passed by and were like, hi, bye. Like, that was it. And because everyone was in a rush, because there was so much to do and so little time, constantly on the move. So we didn't have a lot of, like, conversations like how we did this year, or how we do at usual conventions. We didn't really have those conversations at Anime NYC last year. But this year was a little bit different. We definitely had more of those conversations, or, like, in-depth conversations. It was really nice. I don't really know if it was because of the placement of our booth, or if it was the 4-day con or the programming. I don't really know, but we had a lot more conversations this year, which was really cool. And that's why we go to conventions, is for those types of interactions. So, yeah. Basically, no. Anime NYC is very large, and I would say it's one of the few largest ones. So most of the other cons are not that big. Well, you know, they're so totally low on funds and really, really needed that 4th day for extra money. How else are they going to maintain their shitty internet? That's so real. Can't even connect to my phone. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's for sure pretty bad. pretty bad, yeah. I don't know. I'm not really sure why it was like that. But well, what's crazy is that for those of you who were at the con and are tuning in now, I said this a couple times while I was streaming, but in order for us to even have the internet that we had, which was really bad, and it was like still, I don't know how much it was exactly, but it was still like at least $200, I want to say. I don't remember. $200, $300, maybe $500 for the connection that we had. And it was absolutely trash, obviously, right? And it was like a public connection, so technically they had said that you're not supposed to do transactions on that internet, on that Wi-Fi, because it's a public network. It's not safe, you know? And we don't want people's information getting out. But, like, what else are you supposed to do? Because the alternative, if it wasn't, you know, however much that was, the cheapest, literally that was the cheapest option. If it wasn't that, then you had to pay, like, at least $5,000 to $10,000 for actually decent internet. For 4 days? Excuse me, what? And so it's such a like scam. I'm sorry, but it is, and it's not like necessarily, it's not Anime NYC's fault. It's 100% the Javits Center's fault. And like, I don't know if they put in like connection stoppers, like, because across the street everything will work fine, but inside of the center specifically, it's like nothing fucking works. I don't really, and that's just allegedly, okay? That's not the truth, but it just fucking feels like it sometimes. I'm like, I swear to God, they got like a fucking drone just like cutting all connection inside of the fucking Javits Center. Regardless, yeah. So, and it's people are like, what do you mean? How? There's no way it's like $5,000, $10,000. Yeah, no, it actually is like that at a lot of different convention centers. Again, it's not Anime NYC's fault. It's 100% the center's fault itself. But it's because the Javits Center hosts not just Anime NYC, right? They also host like big medical or law focused conferences that are, you know, they got a lot of businesses there that make a lot of money. And so when those businesses need internet, it actually does make sense for them to pay $10,000 for that internet. You know what I mean? So they're not adjusting or accounting for the, basically what I think is that they're not adjusting or accounting for the types of events that are being held there and the type of audience or people that would be exhibiting at the convention, basically. Because, I mean, but they can't, right? Because it's like they just need to have one flat like fee for everything. So it makes sense, but it also really sucks because obviously like those fees are really meant for people who like whole businesses that make tons and tons of money. Like they make like, you know, 1 million times that. So you're just like, it doesn't make any, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, it is very normal for it to be very expensive. So yeah. Let's see. Tell me something. What part of the convention was yours? What part of the convention was yours? I don't own any of the convention. I don't own any of it. But yeah, also the Javits holds the auto show. They have bad internet as well. Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm not surprised. But thank you, Greg, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I did not own any of the convention, so I don't know if that's what... I don't know if that's like what you meant by like what you mean by that, but I had a booth there, if that makes any sense. I had a booth there, and we were booth like 2, 3, 4, 7 or something. I don't remember. I was a vendor there. We had a booth, and yeah. Your favorite part of your favorite part of the convention. Okay, favorite part of the convention. It ending. That was my favorite part. Was it being done, because I was so tired. Okay, but other than that, because I'm being completely honest. Now I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think it's just a matter of interacting with people. We had really nice conversations with people despite like the lag and the delay. I really appreciate people who are patient with us with that. You know, I mean, we don't usually have lag or delay at other cons that we go to, but with Anime NYC, it was even worse this year than it was last year. And so it was pretty bad, basically. And I appreciated people being patient with us with that, and that people definitely came up and had longer conversations with me, which meant a lot, because that's why I go to cons. I go to conventions not to hand out free stickers. It's to be able to have conversations and interact with the community. That's what I love to do. So, but thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the super chat. That's what it's called. Sorry. Also, I don't know if I saw you there. Did you hit up Midtown Missouri? I did not. I heard about it, but I did not. I'm not physically at any of the cons that I attend. As Kōri, I'm always virtually attending, because unfortunately I got isekai'd. So I'm in this world called Xylon, and I'm just freaking stuck here. And so I have to always virtually attend the cons that I go to. So yeah. Anyway. Hi, Kōri. What's up, Red? How you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. How have you been? Thank you for coming in today. Also, GT, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Thank you. Let's see. Cynic asked me, are you planning on going on some of the next anime cons or events? So we do have, if you take a look at this, now, it is not currently super updated right now because I have not been pushing for the convention stuff quite at this time, because I've been gearing up for my 3.0. I think after my 3.0 is like fulfilled and done, I will again, but those are some of the cons that we have planned can be found on that list. Or you can join our Discord, and in our Discord I do like in the events tab on Discord, like I'll list out the different events that we have there too. So a couple of different places you can find it. What's up, Coiny? How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hello. Hi, Coiny. New info, real. Hi, Click. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. The placement of your booth is wild. Yeah, you know what I realized is that I could I should have been doing this, but I didn't think about doing it until like this time around, where like I have to tell the event organizers not to fucking put us next to 18 plus like booths, because it just ruins the entire fucking experience. And so not doing that again. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this earlier. Oh my fucking god. So I say this after cons because I want to make sure. I don't think this is a problem, but I just want to say that I am an 18 plus streamer. I don't do NSFW content, but I curse a lot. So please keep that in mind. Anyway, I just want to make sure, because sometimes like I talk to like parents and stuff at like, you know, or families at cons. And so just know that I curse a lot, but I'm not an NSFW streamer, but I classify myself as an 18 plus streamer because I curse a lot. So anyway. I remember last year, I knew there was a VTuber guest, but was still surprised by your setup. It was a good talk, very chill. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Would you come again next year? No, no, I don't. At this point in time, no. It's unfortunately really expensive to. I mean, it's New York. Like, it's very expensive, period. But it's very expensive for us to go. If I do go, it would. No, I don't think I would go. Unless we were, like, invited by Anime NYC, like, if they wanted to have me as a guest, which like, come on, that's not gonna happen. Unless they invited me as a guest, I will not go, basically. It's just way too expensive for me to get my representative there. So also, Nia, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It was great seeing you at Anime NYC as well. I appreciate it. I did like the gift. I don't have it yet, obviously, but yes, can't wait to see you next year. I don't think you will if you are only going to Anime NYC, but if you're going to other cons, maybe you will. So yeah. Thank you for the 100 bits, GT. So I went to NYC to stay with family. Airbnbs were like 120 to 260. Yeah, so the problem is that, and I can say this because it's public information, but James, my representative, is on the West Coast. And so flying James all the way on the other side of the country is very expensive. And then the transportation is very expensive too. It's like $100 for the Uber. And so one way, $100. So, it's just really expensive in that sense. And then we paid for a booth. So I paid for the booth, which was also a hefty amount. And I have to pay for other things as well in order to run the booth, and it's just way too expensive. So I was glad to go again this year, but it depends. If there's a lot of support from people who came, if you guys from Anime NYC end up supporting us for the long run and are hanging out here and really a part of the community, and by support I literally just mean like lurking and hanging out on the stream, not in a monetary way, literally just being around. Like, if we see a lot of community members that are in, Anime NYC area, we are happy to try to make the effort to go out there again to reconnect with you guys. But a lot of times, to be honest, and this is me being transparent, to be honest, when I go to conventions, I'm really lucky if like 1 or 2 people from that convention actually stick around and become a part of the community. So I am really reluctant to, because of that, I'm a little bit more cautious now with my money and my time and my energy, going back to cons where like not many people come back. Like Kismet is a great example. Kismet I met last year at Anime NYC, and they have been around in the chat ever since then, and it was so nice to reconnect with them again. And Neo as well, right? But those are the 2. So, it's a little bit tough, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit tough to figure those things out, I'm still doing a very considerably niche thing, which is bringing VTubing IRL and going to conventions, so it's kind of hard to budget all those things. I'm an indie, I'm an independent, so I pay for everything myself. I plan and organize everything myself, so yeah. Wait, you were that VTuber on the screen. I thought you were hiding under the table. No, I was not. I am always attending the con virtually. So yeah, I was not actually physically at the con. I'm never physically at any of the cons that I attend because I got isekai'd. And so like I'm in a whole different world right now. But yeah, thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. Thank you. Thank you for the hype train. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yikes. Yeah, yikes is real. What, $500 for the internet? It's more common than you think. So like to me, it doesn't like, it's not like red flags for me because like I've seen it so much. I've seen it more than that, but it does suck still. It doesn't take away the blow. I'd be surprised if you went there again. Yeah, me too. Lots of money. Yeah. Wait, per day? No, it's like total. It's like total. And like the $10,000 includes like the setup, and it's like a wired connection, and it's like this many speeds per second. Setup. What did I say that already? I don't know. Shit like that, right? You can't even make calls in the venue. Damn. With so many people crammed into one space, the connection gets sluggish. Even downstairs at the Javits had better connection than the main con floor. Yeah, that makes sense too. I know that's like definitely a contributor to it, right? I feel like it's the programming that they're trying to add to their con of the year. It feels like, yeah, it probably is that too. Literally, I had such terrible connection. It took me 5 tries to make a transaction. Oh my goodness, yeah. I don't know who it was, I'm trying to remember, but someone did tell us that last year they were trying to make a transaction with another artist, and It wasn't going through, and they ended up getting charged like 3 times, and it was like a multi-$100 payment purchase, and so like that was dangerous, right? Anyway. Damn, I hope Anime Frontier doesn't add another day. No, I don't know. They already announced their dates, right? So I don't think they're gonna change it. Like, oh god, I hope not. No, they wouldn't do that, right? No, they would have done it already, I think, if they were going to. I think NYC makes sense because they're like the third, or I don't know, they're one of the top largest conventions in the United States, so it makes sense. But I don't know about Anime Frontier. I don't know where Anime Frontier lands on that list. Also, I could be completely wrong, so don't quote me on that. Let's see. Lost in the Wi-Fi zone. If there was a Wi-Fi zone. I wanted to be lost in the Wi-Fi zone. There was no Wi-Fi zone. Anyway, let's see. So that's why the booth across from you looked sussy. I mean, not all the booths around us were that way, obviously, but like, I think moving forward, I just need to make sure that I request that because I can't, have that happen again. New York is expensive. Exactly, Kami. That's what I'm saying. That's how it be. And yes, thank you so much for the bits. Let's get Kōri as a special guest chat. Aww, thank you. Thank you for still coming to Anime NYC. Of course, thank you, Red. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. Like I said earlier, okay? I'm going to say it again. I'm going to be a broken record. You guys coming back from Anime NYC or wherever, you guys coming back to the stream, this is my day-to-day. Having your guys' support here can help me continue to do the things that I do, continue to go to events. So if you guys are around here, even if that just means you're lurking when you can, we don't expect it, but we do really, really appreciate it. I just want y'all to be happy and healthy. If that's not here, that's okay. But if you can make the time to help support us and support our journey, it really does go a long way. It really does help me keep doing what I do. So definitely a pretty penny. It is, Go Mom. Also, hi, Go Mom. Good to see you. Gotta pay for electrical, too. Yes, we did. Yes. I totally understand if you can't go to East anymore, since I know more than anyone how expensive NY could be. It is a little sad, but I will support you far away. Oh, for sure. I mean, again, if Anime NYC or any East Coast cons ask me to be a guest at their con, I would go. But only under that circumstance. So it's very unfortunate that, I can't make those decisions for con organizers. But if you want to help, you can always suggest me as a guest to the cons that you are interested in me going to. You can always try to submit a form or send an email to their guest relations team and try to ask and be like, yo, this Kōri-Oujo person's really cool and her raccoon will eat all of your trash. So you should definitely have her as a guest at your con. That would help, but there's no pressure. I'm just saying that there is a way, and even if it's not for me, if it's for someone else, you could always try to suggest someone or another VTuber to be a guest at a con. There's no harm in that. The worst they could do is say no or ghost you. So, it's not that bad. Let's see. Gotta check under the table to see if we find a raccoon with the VTubing setup, right? It do be New York, yeah. Who was under the table? Who was it? Oh my god. Kōri and a little setup under the table. Matt, dude, no. I'm too much of like princess treatment to fucking be in shrimp form under the table. There's no way. I got back issues, okay? Big question about this coming Friday for the concert. The vendor opens at 12 and the concert doors open at 12:30. Will we still be able to get the LED sticks at vendors or at the concert? That's a great question. That's a really good question. Let me talk to James about that. We will see. I think it should. I don't see why it would not be possible for us to be able to have it at the concert if you guys would like to buy it at the concert. Because yeah, so it should be fine. Yeah, you can still get a pen light at the concert. I gotta just double check with James to make sure that's possible. I'm like 99% sure it is though. So yeah, you could probably get the pen lights, or aka the LED sticks. I call it pen lights, sorry. You could get that at the concert or at the booth afterwards. So yeah. It's probably because the material surrounding the building is made of the type of metal that interferes with the Wi-Fi connection a lot. Well, they need to shut that down. They need to tear that down, okay? It is 2025. Time to tear it down. Anyway, let's see. Sadly, I'll be volunteer staffing during the concert. Will it be streamed? It will be streamed, yes. It will be streamed on Twitch, not YouTube, for those of you who are on YouTube. Because YouTube will literally copyright strike me down, and I will not have a channel if I try to do that. So, it is only going to be streamed on Twitch, but I will upload, like, some of it, like, my performance and stuff like that onto the YouTube afterwards, so. Let's see. Let me catch up on YouTube chat as well. I feel that. I spent way too much money and I'm on the East Coast. I feel that, Danny. Yeah. It was nice seeing you at the con again. Thank you, Base. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. Hi, Corey. Lots of long streams this weekend. Yeah, I know, right, Johan? Oh my gosh. It's been a ride and a half. I've never been to NYC, and honestly, I don't think I want to. That's fair. I'm also from NYC. Yes, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate that. Princess treatment is crazy. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest, okay? I'm literally a nice princess. I can say that. Let's see. When's the last time you were IRL to con before streaming? Yeah, it was probably before I did VTubing. So I used to be very deeply, you know, involved in the cosplay community. I used to do really massive cosplays, and I know like that might not make any sense to you guys, but I mean like cosplays that were a whole experience. It would be like 6 feet massive, and it would have like you would have sound effects. I'd have speakers that have lights and LEDs, and that I, for whatever reason, learned soldering in order to do, even though I wasn't an engineering major or anything like that. Anyway, yeah, no, I used to be really deeply involved in the cosplay community, and so I used to go to cons a lot when I was in that. And I think because of that, you know, it's a different experience, but because of that, nowadays, I don't really care to go to cons, like, because I, like, had that experience already, and I'm like, you know, I know every con's different, and whatnot, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm just, I'm good, I don't need to go to a con IRL, so, yeah, I think the last time, no, wait, actually, no, I did go to one con, like, while I was, you know, streaming, quote-unquote, like, a couple years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, I think I want to say it was, like, 3 years ago, that I went to a con. That was probably the last time that I went to one. Jeez, that's a fucking long time. Anyway, yeah, 3 years ago, I went to a con, actually, so, but that was the last time that I went. There you go. That's the answer to that question. I completely forgot about it. I forgot. So, my bad. It's the GOAT. Yo! Comic-Con is going to be so sick of me. Ah, that's good. It's good. This year I asked NYC for a big creator from NYC to be there, but they said no. Nah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that, you know? Me holding the raccoon plush while watching. Heck yeah, thank you. Act the Rack, the homie. Obviously, you know, we have Ack the Rack. He's a good guy. He's definitely not named Ack after any type of weapon of mass destruction or anything like that. Definitely not. Definitely not named after anything that could potentially hurt someone. Ack is just Ack. Anyway, let's see. I will only stream with champagne. Wait, I will only stream with champagne within reach, my friends. Corey, probably. Real. I missed the announcement. Where are you going to be performing? I will be at... Sorry, that's not where I'll be at. I'm just trying to remember. I just had a massive brain fart. Fucking... fart gun. MatsuriCon, which is a convention that is in Columbus, Ohio. And it is this Friday that the concert is happening, but I'll be there at the con the whole weekend, essentially, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's a free concert, but you do have to, like, pay for a ticket to get into MatsuriCon in order to go. It's on Friday at 12:30 p.m. EST. I can't remember what it is in the other time zones. Just go to Google and type in 12:30 p.m. EST to your time zone, and that'll figure it out for you. But yes, 12:30 p.m. EST, Columbus, Ohio, MatsuriCon on Friday, the 29th. That's when the concert is. And we have like 80 plus VTubers joining us for the open. You know what? Why am I even explaining it to you? I have a fucking video that you could just watch. And the time is slightly wrong for one of the times, but you get the general idea. All right, check this out. Check this out. This is my shit. Hold on. Here we go. Here is an explanation of what the frick is going on. All right, so I don't even have to explain it. Don't even have to use the brain cells anymore. Thank goodness. All right, hold on. Don't have my headphones. Also, I don't know how loud it's gonna be. Oh, it's not. A VTuber concert at MatsuriCon. I'm just ahead. Kōri-Oujo presents. Yeah, I hosted this concert. This is mine. Join us at MatsuriCon in Columbus, Ohio on Friday, August 29th. 80 plus VTubers join us for the opening acts. Very cool. Yes. Beat drop. These are the featured performers here. And then I will be doing my main headline act of my original music. And we'll be live streaming it here on Twitch. Okay, that is it. Oh, here. Pause and scan for more info. There you go. But if you'd like to scan it, you can probably scan it if you want to. But yeah, that's what we're doing basically. That is this Friday. Okay. I hope that gave some context, better context. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I will also be doing a couple other performances that are coming up as far as concerts go. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I don't have it open because I'm stupid. Because I do brain cell. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. And I'll have it too. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. To give you even more stuff to look forward to. Okay, so like I said, we just talked about VTuber Matsuri happening on this Friday and at 12:30, and that's in Columbus, Ohio. We also have what's called New Cloud, which I am working on this event with a event production company called Luminara, and this is our first event together. Sort of, right? Yeah, technically right. And it's a Halloween themed concert. And it's gonna have, I think we have like over 150 VTubers joining us for the opening acts. It's gonna be on the USS Hornet, which is a carrier ship museum in Alameda, California. So it's on a boat, literally, boat goes minted, as they say. And it's gonna be at 1 p.m. PST, again, because it's in California. Which is 3 p.m. CST, which is 4 p.m. EST. Again, figure it out. 1 p.m. PST to your time zone, whatever that is, that's the time, okay? Anyway, yes, so we have this coming up. This is also in person. This is a free concert as well. Currently, all of my concerts are free, technically speaking. Obviously, MatsuriCon, you have to, like, pay for a ticket to get into MatsuriCon, but the concert itself is free, so it's free, basically. Anyway, I will be attempting to stream these concerts as well on the Twitch, right? So if you can't make it in person, it will be here on the Twitch. Anyways, yes, and then I also will be doing another concert in Las Vegas, but this one's going to be at Sin City Anime, which is a convention there. Date is to be announced, but it is the weekend of the 21st. November 21st, excuse me. So somewhere between November 21st to the 23rd, I will have a concert there at Sin City Anime, which I called Sinful Symphony, so I thought it was cute. Anyway, so that's what that is. Anyways, so that's what's going on. Those are the ones that we have currently lined up as far as concerts. So yeah. hopefully that gave some additional context there with the things that we've got going on. It's not Stacy's mom. Okay. Matsuri-con, yeah! More like Stinky Princess, real. It's a crazy taco. I boop the mouse pad at least once a day. It's a great mouse pad. I love it. It's amazing. "9:30 a.m. PST, 10:30 a.m. MST, 11:30 a.m. CST, 12:30 a.m. EST, any other times that I do not know off the top of my head." Yeah. Scan! I scanned it. Why does it just go to the Taco Bell website? Damn it. So, what do you mean? That's actually real as fuck. Anyway. Let's see. In person. It is in person. Yes. Mm-hmm. Museum ship. Yeah. But she does have it going on real. There you go. There you go. Hi, Moonjo! I see Moonjo in the chat. Oh my goodness. Hello! Wait, hold on. I have to catch up on YouTube. I learned soldering, and yet you have the audacity to say you are too brain-celled. Yes. Yes! Wow, that has been a while since you went to a con. Yes, it has. It has been a while. But, you know, I don't mind it. I spent so much time at cons before that I'm like, I don't need to go again. I keep forgetting how early the concert is in the day. It is. You know, we could have had a later slot, but I wanted to be specifically in that main stage room. And so that's why we chose that time slot. So, you know, balancing things. I don't get to make those time slots for myself. It's just whatever the con gives us, you know. I could just a chill raccoon. Sup, Kōri and Shogun. What's up, Moonjo? Good to see you. Oh my goodness, so good to see you. Also, Twitch is going to annoy me about an ad, so I'm just going to play it now so it doesn't get in the way of us talking more later. Because I'm on YouTube chat anyway, so Twitch, you will not miss anything. Sorry, I don't get to help this. I'm just trying to get it out of the way so it doesn't interrupt us. Okay, let's see. Looking forward to watching it. Heck yeah, Moonjo! Absolutely. Thank you so much for seeing us over at Anime NYC, by the way, and dropping off the little mask that you made. They're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. It was good to see you. Good to be back. Yes! How are you doing? Halloween concert, spooky, scary. True. I still cannot believe there's going to be 150 VTubers. Yes. I feel like that's got to be like a record, right? I don't know. Not that I'm like trying to, but I'm just like, it's got to be a record. It's awesome going to be cool seeing all the different talents and models. Yeah, right? It's going to be great. It's going to really feel like a festival, you know? Yeah, I'm glad you got the main stage. Me too. Thank you, Shogun. NYC, it was fun. Awesome running into you. One of my mask artist friends saw your booth, got shy, and ran away. Oh, really? That's so cute. Oh, it's okay. I understand completely. If it's any consolation, I'm always sweating my butt cheeks off whenever somebody comes up to talk to me at the booth. I gotta get an ACK mask at some point. Yes! Well, I don't know if James gave out the masks that Moonjo made, and so I think we still have them, or he still has it. So we probably will use it for, like, New Cloud, or maybe I can tell him to bring it to VTuber Matsuri. The brain cell's not braining right now. My God, this is really bad. Like, it's really bad today. I don't know what's going on. I'm apologies. I promise I'm trying. Let's see. Let's see. But we don't bite. I believe you. It's okay. I believe you. Thank you. I bite. Just kidding. Ack does. If you have Taco Bell, then Ack will bite you, probably. Kōri's brain has left the chat. It's true. Or has Kōri brain right? Anyway. Trying the best any of us can do. Yes! Oh, how's Yaiko, by the way? I hope Yaiko's okay. Not to pry, by the way. You don't have to, like, say it if it's private information. But I hope Yaiko's doing good! And I hope that they made it safely. It seems like they did. And I'm glad. Anyway, I just took some water, or drank some water. Okay, so we get to talk about Anime NYC today, which is really, really epic. I'm gonna pull it up here. He's great. He napped when he got... Okay, good. That's great. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Aww. I'm so excited to see Aiko again. Alright, let me make this a little bit nicer on the screen. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay. So, we were at Anime NYC this weekend, and we had a booth. We were a vendor. I prefer having a booth, okay? People are like, why aren't you walking around? Oh, we need to get you a robot so you can look at stuff. I don't want to. I get motion sick. I'm a bitch, okay? I'll say it, okay? I'm a bitch. My brain, bitch. Bitch made, bro. I don't want to go walk around. My head hurt, okay? So I prefer having the booth. It also means that we get to sell our merchandise, which I think I have really nice merchandise, but I am biased. I've worked really hard on this booth, very meticulously. It has been 30 plus cons in the making, this booth. And so I personally am very happy with it, and I enjoy being able to have a booth at cons because you kind of like get to enter this like Kōri pocket of the con, you know what I mean? Which I love. And yes, we have a not AI sign because at most cons I get the "Are you AI? Is this AI?" 2 times an hour at least, and people will read the not AI sign and still ask me if I'm AI. So it doesn't really matter anyway, but yeah. Unfortunately, we have that sign and it still gets ignored. So regardless, it is what it is. But a bunch of free stickers. A lot of the merchandise that we have is on sale and it's discounted. So very cool, very cool. And we sold out of some stuff, not like fully sold out, but we just ran out of stock at the booth of a couple things, which is like that's a great, you know, win for us, you know. What else do I say here? I don't really know what else to say. I like the booth. The connection was terrible. Oh, we also added a wheel that is a lot nicer of a wheel. And it was nice to be able to actually like use it this time a little bit more. It was fun to be able to interact with people that way with the wheel. So yeah, no, it was a really good time. And I mean, I don't know what to say about it. We had a lot of good interactions. You know, like I said, a lot of people that we met last year had kind of like remembered us and came back to say hi this year. And, you know, it was really great to be able to connect with those people again. And connect with a lot of new people as well, which, you know, that's what I go to cons for, is to be able to connect with the community. And so it's really great that we had a lot of longer conversations. And I had a great time. I think last year at Anime NYC, it was like the con that we gave out the most free stickers at, and it was probably like, I think it was like 1,300, so 1,300. I think this year it was like similar. It was a little bit less. I think it was like 1,200 or something. Regardless, so we hunted out over 1,000 stickers, which is pretty cool. And yeah, no, it was great. Other than the delay, I don't really know. I'm like trying to think if anything stands out to me, and I don't know if I'm just like it was because I was like half asleep. And there was just some shit going through my head that like I just don't remember anything. I don't know, but it was good. You know, it went by really quickly. I will say that. I thought that it was going to be like, and it was and it wasn't, like a really terrible, tough weekend, but it actually went by really quickly, so. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can think of that I want to talk about that had happened, but I genuinely, I don't know. Here's another picture of Kōri. And, whole alive booth. Pretty epic. Stole their snacks, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, fucking son. God damn it. Can you just tell me if it's on instead of doing that shit? I swear to God. Alright. Hold on. Let me turn it off. Fucking asshole, man. What is up with you guys? Just tell me if it's on, please. My God, you waste your points like that. All right, there we go. Also, Ancient KFC, thank you so much for the follow. We love KFC. Kōri's fried chicken. Don't get it twisted. All right, I'm just kidding. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. The booth is great. Having a robot in that crowded environment sounds like a struggle. Oh, for 100%. Yeah. No way am I doing that. Where James? Where James? How many genders did you see for Pastel? I think it was 5. I think it was 5. Pretty sure. Kind of sad. James is not here. James is not here. Okay. It's an old name. I'm stuck with it. I got no affiliation. I respect that. Okay, I respect that. I got you. Okay. We ain't a part of that gang shit. All right. There's another picture, I guess. I don't really know. There's another picture of Kōri with this big ass fucking sign. Holy shit, that's a big ass sign. Now I think about it. Huh. Anyway, there's another picture of Kōri. There you go. Anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I like the booth, and I'm really excited to see the new look of it after the new model drops. That is one of the things that I have not thought about and prepared for, which is going to make me shit my pants for sure. But yeah, thank you. I get one to you, Shogun. The no AI sign is a good idea. Saves time. It does, but also sometimes it doesn't, unfortunately. Wheel upgrade. Exactly. Kōri, did you catch any of the whole live concert streams? I did not. I know I'm going to sound like a fake VTuber right now, but I don't really watch a lot of whole live. And actually, it's not even about whole live. I don't really watch a lot of like VTubers in general because I'm like so trying to exist as Kōri. You know what I mean? I'm so focused on Kōri. I guess you can call me selfish and narcissistic in that way, but I'm really focused on Kōri's success, so I don't really look at the success of others, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But no, I didn't. Honestly, Anime NYC was so tiring to like, I was streaming for like 4 hours on Thursday, 7 hours on Saturday, 7 hours on, Friday, 7 hours on Saturday, and then another 4 hours on Sunday. And at that point, I was like, I did everything I could to not be working at my computer because my eyes were tired. My like body was tired just from like sitting here. And I was just so exhausted. And so I didn't want to be sitting at the screen more than I needed to. And in order for me to watch anything, I'd have to be sitting on the screen. So I was like, I just was trying to like disconnect a little bit basically when I could, because I had to be online for so long and like be Kōri, you know, that's like a fucking job in itself, literally and non-literally. And so I don't really watch a lot of streams outside of like doing what I do for Kōri, which is like a curse and a blessing. And yeah, so no, I didn't watch it. I know they did amazing though, and I definitely find a lot of inspiration in what Hololive does and their concerts and whatnot. And I love that they get to bring those concerts to so many different people. So yeah. You haven't thought about it yet? No, I'm so fucking screwed, dude. I'm so screwed. I mean, you gotta prioritize yourself. Nothing wrong with that at all. Thank you, Shogun. I appreciate it. She's been very busy that it hasn't occurred to her. It's true. Thank you, Sun. See, Sun gets it. Nah, it's good. Makes sense you need to focus on being a VTuber. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. But the things I saw online, it seemed like a really nice time. So I'm glad that they do it. And it inspires me to keep doing what I do, for sure. Done cooking. I'm here now. Let's go, Carrick. What are you eating? What'd you cook? The pictures look like you're just photobombing this person who's trying to take a picture of the events. Yeah, it's so great, right? I love it. Oh my gosh. No, you're good. It was my first time. I never watched any whole live, but I recognized 3 songs, and someone was nice enough to let me borrow the light stick, which made the experience so much better. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. That's awesome. See, I love bringing the community together. You know, there's nothing better, and I love that. That's what we try to do here as Kōri and beyond, you know. So yeah, dang, I'm really trying to think of like interactions I had, and I keep drawing a blank, which is so rare for me. I think I'm just really tired. I'm gonna be so real, and I'm so sorry. I usually like can remember like interactions that I had, and like, I mean, we had a lot of interactions, so I guess that might be why too. someone came up and was like, who are you? And I have this thing where if hold on, let me change the picture to something that would help with the wait, what? Hold on. Oh, here we go. A picture that will help with the seriousness of this story. Okay. So someone came up and was like, who are you? To like me while I'm on the screen. And I have this thing where I'm like, if people approach me, Kōri, in a way that I feel like is very inappropriate to approach someone in person, and that's not like, oh, like, what is this? Like, what's going on? Like, a polite question is fine. But if someone's like, who are you? I just like being rude, like you just wouldn't say that to somebody in person, then I will troll you. So basically they said, who are you? And I was like, who am I? Who are you? And they're like, oh, well, you know, like I just was passing by and like, I don't know, like I'm curious. And I was like, well, hi, curious, I'm Dad. Like, what do you want me to say? And and then they're like, ah, and they just like walked away, and like apparently their friend was like, damn, you just got roasted, curious. And so pretty sure that their friends just called him curious the rest of the con. Deserved. But you know, again, it's just a matter of like, if you come up with energy that is rude, you're not gonna go up to a creature like a raccoon or like a dog and be like, who are you? Like, in an aggressive way. At least I hope not. Don't do that. You don't do that to people, or to creatures and to people. And I consider myself a creature, not a person. So like, don't talk to me like that. I'm just kidding. But you know, yeah, yeah, you know, and I also like kind of don't care about interacting with them, like trying to even explain it. Because if they don't, for most people, if they don't know what's going on, then they probably will not be someone that comes back. So I'm not even gonna waste my breath. Again, 4-day con, okay? I am like zero patience, and I'm an introvert at heart, believe it or not, and my social battery is low. I don't have the breath or the energy to waste on someone that I know is not going to like come back. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You saw that one gator, true. That's true. We saw him like twice, which is pretty cool. Would be funny if they did, right? Damn, Kōri coming in with these hands. That's what we gotta do. Buy one, get one free. You know what I'm saying? Ready to eat for everybody. What's up, C? How are you doing? Frogs. A frog, yes. Raccoons are in fact creatures. Exactly. There you go. Heck yeah. I'm the friend that ran away and got shy. No, you're good. I totally get it. It's not every day you talk to an anime character on a freaking screen, you know? If it's any consolation, I'm always sweating my butt cheeks off whenever somebody comes up. So, excuse me. Anyway, yeah, there was a couple people who had like really good questions that like came up to the booth and like asked these really interesting questions to me. And that was fun to be able to like try to make my brain work in a time where it was definitely not freaking working, like right now. So that was cool. And they did really have thoughtful questions though, so I liked it. I appreciate it. So, frog, exactly. Epic frogs right here. Very cute. Very, very nice. I was like, hey, can I take a picture with you guys? Because I don't know if you guys have seen these videos, but I've seen like people in the frog outfits or costumes like these before. But they wear like these massive like stripper heels, which we love. And they like are on a stripper pole with the heels, and they're wearing the suits, and they're like listening to Cardi B and like Megan Thee Stallion. And I'm like, that's a fucking mood. Anyway, so that's why I want to take a picture with them. That's the only reason why, is because I was like, that's me as fuck. So anyway, yeah. I don't know. That's all I can think of. I'm sorry. That's all I have for Anime NYC, and I know it's super lame because I thought I'd have more to talk about. But I didn't really think about it, to be honest. Like, I'm just, like, so tired that I, like, don't remember. And then we had a lot of conversations, so I'm like, there's not a lot that, like, stood out to me. Like, obviously, you know, making jokes and, like, chatting with people is always, like, really, really fun. And every conversation is important to me, and I enjoy it, unless they're, like, trying to troll me. But, you know, I think it's so tough because like there was a lot of conversations that I had. It's 4 days, but good talk. No, literally, that's what I'm saying. It's like, holy shit. Anyway, man, I aspire to be like that. Real. Anyway, so since I don't have anything else to say about Anime NYC, I'm sorry. I mean, I had a good time, but you got to say hi to someone's kid. That's true. I did. That was really nice. But I feel like weird about saying, like, well, not that it's weird, but I feel like I like it because it's like, it is part of the con experience. There are a lot of kids at cons. Like, I totally understand that. But I'm like, sometimes I feel like weird about it because I'm like, I don't know. Because I am like, I consider myself an 18+ streamer. But I know nothing inappropriate's happening. But it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I wouldn't want to remember any NYC for all the stuff they did to you. Well, that happened to you, I mean. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I had a good time otherwise, but yeah, it was interesting. I got to see, oh, here's a highlight. I got to see some people from Luminara there, which was really nice, because the last time I saw them was at Offkai. Drink some water. Last time I saw them was at Offkai, so it was nice to see them again at Anime NYC and connect with them and whatnot. So, yeah. YoHallo, Chef. How are you doing? It has been a minute. Nice to see you. Heck yeah. Good to see you. I don't know if you saw it, by the way, but I finally got around to editing the video where we had the car meet that you had helped host and stuff. And the video is on my YouTube now. Just letting you know that it is there. It's towards the end of the video. So, yeah. And then we have our little funny bit in the video as well in there. So, just letting you know, it is up, finally. I'm sorry for the delay. I'm pretty sure you know about it already, but I had a crazy couple months, just been very busy. Same here. Don't worry. I'm in the same boat. I'm glad that we're staying busy. That's what matters. And I'm glad you're okay. That's the best news. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, exactly. It's up on the channel right now if you want to check it out. No pressure, of course. Anyway. Okay, listen. I really don't like that I have to talk about this stream, and I'm gonna struggle talking about this. But I wanted to also tell you guys some life updates. I know that on Thursday, things are gonna... Okay, let me say this first. I'm gonna be talking about some things that are a little bit not happy. So so if you are like, you know what, I just want to have good vibes and good vibes only, I totally understand. Please know that I'm going to start talking about some, like, potentially not super happy things. And it's totally fine if you want to log off, okay? It's totally fine if you don't want to watch anymore. I promise not every stream is like this. I wish I didn't have to talk about it this stream, but I literally don't have another stream that I'd really be able to talk about it. So, unfortunately, I will be talking about these kind of more emotional topics today. But just letting you know, okay? So don't feel like you're obligated to be here, okay? But I'm someone who I am very open-hearted, at least I try to be, and I try to be honest and transparent about things that I think will affect the stream and my engagement with the stream and the community. And so that does mean I have some heart-to-hearts with you guys, and that's the kind of person that I am. That's the kind of streamer that I am. It's a part of the content, but obviously it's not the main part of the content, but it's a part of me to be open and vulnerable with everybody, and this is a safe space, okay? So just a forewarning, it's gonna get a little bit emotional, so I'm sorry in advance. But if you don't want to listen, I totally understand. Again, you're not obligated to be listening to this. Okay, so I'm gonna launch into it now. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. That's what matters the most. Okay. So, if y'all remember, on, like, Thursday, if you were here, I got online for, Anime NYC, and the whole weekend, really, I was saying that I was gonna be low energy. I had gotten some bad news on Wednesday, the day before Anime NYC started, and I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. My family's okay. My loved ones are okay. It's not like a life-threatening thing. It's not. It doesn't have to do with health, basically. But it was bad news, and I wasn't ready to talk about it yet. And so but I was like definitely like I was not mentally well, but it was like I paid so much money to go to Anime NYC that like I had to be there, and I had to be present, and I had to be Kōri, even though like almost every cell in my body did not want to be there. Like I did not want to be streaming. I was literally like constantly holding back like these feelings that I had and emotions, and it was definitely tough, and I didn't talk about the bad news because I wasn't ready to talk about it, and I think I'm a little bit more ready now, but I still may struggle a little bit with like explaining things, so please like bear with me. And yeah, so I was having a really tough time, and I am still having a really tough time, to be honest. So the bad news, as you all, or not all of you, but as some of you may know, a couple months ago I had all these like series of unfortunate events happen. And one of those series of unfortunate events that had happened was that I was getting a pay cut at my job. For those of you who don't know, I do work a 9 to 5. I have a big girl job. VTubing is not my career. It is my hobby. It is my passion project. My actual career, my 9 to 5, I unfortunately was getting a pay cut, which was really tough to. It wasn't like a massive one. Like I could still, be able to afford me, afford the roof over my head, which I'm very blessed to have. But definitely, it's a little bit tough, right? Because I had just gotten this house, and that means I'm in severe debt. I mean, I've always been in severe debt in some way, but it's scary, right? And unfortunately, on Wednesday, my CEO, who I'm very close with, and he is such an amazing CEO, to the point where he's so great that he is very transparent about where he sees the company going and where things stand. And the company that I work at, I love my job, and it works so well for me. It balances out the VTubing stuff. Like sometimes I get burnt out from VTubing, and I can go to my job and I feel fulfilled. I feel great about it. If I feel burnt out with my job, I go to VTubing and I can feel fulfilled and feel great about it. So they both balance each other out so well. So don't get me wrong, like I'm happy with both of those things, but unfortunately, my boss, the CEO, is basically saying that there is a good chance, because of and I can't explain fully, but because of external forces, and I mean like they are so far out of our company's reach. Like I'm talking like it's basically like the government is it's like a law. It's like there's a law that's happening that's like this isn't actually what it is, but it's basically like that. Like there's something that is so external to us that we cannot control. It's a higher power in the grand scheme of things that is potentially going to be disrupting, or not even potentially, it is going to be disrupting our business. And because of that, there is a very good chance that our company will be shutting down. And it could happen as early as October. The better case is maybe a little bit later than that. But sorry, I'm trying to collect myself here. I know, like, maybe, I don't know how to explain this. For me, I have always been raised and taught to be independent, and part of being independent is having a stable job. And so for that stability to be shaken, it fucks me up. It fucks me up. I literally, like, I hate that. I love having stability. I love having a job. I love having independence. And I don't, like, hearing that could be disrupted, it really sucks. And it has been a while since not a long time, but it's been a few years since I've had to really, like, be super deep on like the job. I wasn't even that deep, but like really tackling the job market. And the job market is trash right now. If you know, you know. But it's ran by AI basically, and it's just like it's weird, you know. And there's a lot of there's a lot of companies out there that post jobs, and this has always happened, but they post jobs that aren't actually jobs. They're just trying to like make their employees work harder and remind them that they are disposable and irreplaceable. So they're not actually real jobs that exist on the market. Or sometimes they put jobs up just to make it seem like their company is doing well. You know what I mean? There's a lot of basically fake job positions that are on the market, and it's just a complete waste of time for everyone involved. And you know, economy is trash. I know we fucking joke about it, but it is true, right? As we all know. And you know, it sucks. It's really scary. I think even as my CEO and I talked about it, I think like we're not that scared about, you know, well, we are definitely scared for change. Obviously, change is always something that it's inevitable, but it can be scary. But there's also just like we're scared of the job market, and I'm like, you know, yeah, it is really scary. I'm really nervous about it. It gives me a lot of anxiety. And let me try to round it off a little bit more. So you guys know all that job shit is scary, job market scary, but for me, what affects me from it is that, you know, if it's true that we could shut down as early as October and I don't have any, you know, paycheck coming in, that is really, really fucked for me. And, you know, it's concerning because that means I need to spend more time looking for my next job. And it's already really difficult to try to manage, you know, my day job and VTubing and my personal life. And so, I'm saying all this because I don't know what's going to happen with VTubing. And it's a scary thing because I'm still going to proceed with the 3.0 debut and do what I can with that. But in all honesty, I might have to step away, which really sucks because I don't want to. I was really looking forward to the 3.0 debut. I was really looking forward to like being consistent and creating the content that I was really looking forward to create with the 3.0 model. But there is a good chance that I either cannot do it at all, or like I need to take a step back and I won't be able to stream and I won't be able to be Kōri as much because I need to actually like you know, get a job. Oh god, the biggest nightmare. Or like I just take, you know, like I'm not online as much, but it's so hard because like I have all of these events that I signed up for that unfortunately I have to do. And so it's a little bit rough basically because I know that I still kind of have to be around, but I really need to find a job. So anyway, basically I'm telling you guys this because I don't know what's gonna happen with Kōri. And I'm not saying that I'm not trying to graduate or anything like that. I'm not trying to like leave. It literally is just like I have to take care of my bills, you know? And so I have to try to find a job. I have to get that stability again. And for me, you know, when I start a new job, like most people, you start a new job, you know, the first 2 weeks you work your ass off. The first month you work your ass off. And within that first 3 months, you're working your butt off. You know, and so I really want to make sure that wherever I am next, I am 1, happy, and 2, I am taken care of, and 3, you know, I can manage it. That I gain their trust basically because, you know, trust is a really major thing when you're starting a new job, right? And so I want to make sure that I can gain that trust and gain that respect with my new coworkers, right? And so that takes time, and it takes, you know, productivity and efficiency and effort. And I don't know if I will be able to have that. I don't know what's going to happen with Kōri, basically. It's just, that's what it comes down to, right? And I think the thing that really has sucked the most, though, is that, you know, I look at, and just because of the mentality that I've been in, and I'm sorry, I know like the chat's going on right now, but I will get to it once I finish, because like if I start talking to chat, I'm gonna like lose my train of thought. So the things that really suck was that like after I got that news, you know, I so many things went through my head of like just regrets or just anger, being in denial, you know, things like that. And unfortunately, one of the thoughts I had was just like, if I hadn't had spent so much money on VTubing, then maybe I wouldn't be so worried. But that's a complete what if scenario. It's a complete maybe scenario. And I don't wholeheartedly feel that way, you know? Obviously, I'd still be worried whether I had more money or not, you know what I mean? But it sucks because I look back on my VTubing journey, and there are a lot of things that I did to try to, you know, for example, the biggest example, right? Making the Isekai Vegas concert, which is a Las Vegas concert that was on a big cinema movie screen back in April. I made that free, but I paid out of my own pocket in order to make that a free event. And I'm doing it again for New Cloud, which is being held on the USS Hornet. I am paying out of pocket in order to make sure that this event is free. And in a lot of ways, I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? In a lot of ways, I'm like, why am I spending so much of me doing something that has had such little, in some ways, has had a lot of little return to me? Not monetarily, it literally is just like, I've been trying to grow Kōri for 4 years, and I've just constantly felt like I've failed. And I know that that's natural and normal in a lot of in content creators journey, but it hits so much harder when I know that, like, at least for me, it hits harder when I know that I've spent thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars to do what I've done with these events, with these conventions, etc., and not felt like I don't have Twitch partner, you know, like those little things, right? Like, it doesn't mean a lot in the grand scheme of things, it might not seem like it's a lot, but it's a goal that I've been trying to get for the last 4 years, and I just can't attain it, no matter what I do. And there's a lot of things that I've done wrong. There's a lot of things that I don't follow. I'm not an ASMR. I'm sure if I just streamed ASMR, I'd be able to get Twitch partner, but that's not the kind of person I am. I have to constantly balance, like, the kind of content creator and the passions that I have versus like what's actually trending and what's actually gonna fucking like make me have quote unquote numbers and shit. It's not all about the numbers either, you know, but it's part of what I look at when I'm looking at like the return on investment, right? Sorry, I bumped you. I talk with my hands, so I'm constantly like throwing my hands around. Anyway, so, you know, it's tough, and it's not your guys' fault. It's 100% my fault, you know, yeah, it's just, I'm just kind of, again, at this point where I'm like, damn, like, I don't really know what the future is for Kōri, you know, and I don't really know what the future is for me, and I think the uncertainty is really fucking scary, right? Also, Rita, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid. I'm so sorry. I am talking about a semi-serious topic right now, just like a life update. So I'm so sorry that we're talking about something a little bit serious, but I hope you had a wonderful stream. What did you stream today? Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm really so sorry that I don't usually talk about this kind of stuff, I promise, okay? But I just have to make sure that I talk about it today because I don't have another time to talk about it. Hi, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Kōri. Like Kōri in the house, and I'm your IRL event VTuber. What does that mean? We've been to over 30 plus cons. virtually attending as Kōri, interacting with the con goers there. I also do a lot of IRL events. I have another concert coming up this weekend, actually. It's at MatsuriCon. It's called VTuber Matsuri. We have 80 plus VTubers joining us for the opening acts, and I'll be doing the main act. It'll also be streamed here on the Twitch. So that's a little bit about me, but thank you so much, Rita, for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful night or day, and I hope you had a wonderful stream. I'm sure you did. Thank you for streaming, and thank you for creating content, and thank you so much for bringing over your wonderful community here. We really appreciate it. Excuse me, I just burped. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm talking about a serious thing, so let me finish. I'm almost done, I promise. Okay, so there we go. The uncertainty of, you know, not knowing what's going to happen next with my job and not knowing what's going to happen next with VTubing because of that, it really troubles me and it stresses me the fuck out. It keeps me awake at night. And knowing that I still have all of these events that I have to commit to as Kōri also stresses me out because there's a lot, unfortunately. And I'm really sad that I think the most like the most emotional I was when I was like breaking down in tears alone was that I'd be losing my team, because part of the reason why I really love the company that I'm currently at is the team, you know, the trust that we've built and the environment that we've built. Like, I have enjoyed it so much, and I know a lot of people may take this out of context and in a way that is really weird. I don't mean it in a weird way, okay? But my CEO, he is such a amazing CEO, and he truly like has guided me so well in my career and as a person. You know, it's so funny, like I even like for example, the relationship I had with him, like he's like he has like a band, for example, right? And they like do performances and whatnot, and I remember like I could just ask him like, hey, what kind of like lights do you guys use, for example, like, you know, for your performances, like do you have any like concert lighting recommendations? Because like I was thinking about getting like some kind of lighting for a future concert or something like that, like New Cloud. And we had like a full-on conversation about it. It was like super chill, it was super nice. And like he's, you know, I know this like sounds like an exaggeration, and I know like it sounds weird, but I promise it's not supposed to be super weird. He is like my friend, okay? He has been a friend to me. He's been a like a counselor of sorts. He has guided me so well. And he has asked me more questions about myself and my life than my own father has. And so, in a sense, like, it's not the same exactly, but he's kind of like been this like father figure in my life for the past few years. And it really like I think that's like what starts to make me feel the most emotional, as far as like crying sad. Like I get choked up thinking about that I am like going to be like basically like losing a friend, because that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm like basically having to say goodbye to someone that like I felt like genuinely cared about like my growth, not just in my career but as a person. And you know, that it really sucks. Like it really fucking sucks. But anyway, that's why I've been moody, I guess. And that's why I have felt these things the last couple days, and that I am where I'm at right now. So I basically, I'm telling you guys that I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want to graduate. I'm not trying to graduate. I'm not saying that I am. But I don't know what's gonna happen with Kōri. Like, I genuinely, things are just really up in the air, and it is scary, you know? So, and that's where we're at, basically. So, I'm really sorry that I have to like bring it up to you guys and tell you guys these things. I'm sorry if this like also brings down your mood. You know, it's never like my intent. Also, thank you for the bits, GT. Sorry, I just want to say that really quick. But thank you for the support. You know, I don't do this for money. I don't do, and I never want to for Kōri. This is purely a passion project, and this is all they want it to be. But and I'm not asking for any, by the way, either. You know, but it's just like, I do need to have a job. I do need to be able to support myself, and I don't expect VTubing to do that for me. And so I want to make sure that I can do that, and that's going to mean that I prioritize, you know, getting a job again. I still have my job now, and you know, things are still kind of up in the air. There is a chance, like you know, there's a small chance that we don't end up closing shop, but there's just a possibility that we do. A pretty high possibility that we do end up closing shop. So, yeah, I'm scared, and I'm sad, and I'm angry. I'm upset that I'm in this situation, but more upset that I can't do anything about it, and I hate the uncertainty, and I don't want to feel like I regret decisions that I made as Kōri, but I can't help when sometimes I kind of do, you know? So, I'm just really tired. Like, if I'm being so real with you right now, I'm just really fucking tired of, like, life right now. Just, like, I said it on Thursday when I started streaming, and I was just like, you know, I don't want to be here. And I said it out loud. I was like, I don't want to be here. I've like almost never said that, but I said for the first time ever, I don't want to be on stream. I don't want to be here. I'd rather be like laying in bed and rotting all day. I've never said that before. Never. Not live, at least. And I said it. So things are serious for me, and it sucks. I just want to have a good time. I just want to be a little guy. You know, sorry, I'm wiping my watery ass eyes. I just want to be a little guy. I just want to exist, and I can't exist if I don't have any money, because apparently it's very expensive to fucking exist as me. So maybe that's my fault. Anyway, regardless, yeah, that's the update. That's the update. I'm sorry. That's the life update, and it's definitely sucks, but thank you for listening, and thank you for understanding, and thank you for your support. It means a lot. Thank you for staying by my side despite the uncertainty, and even if you don't want to stay by my side because of it, that's fine too. Okay, it's fine, but that's where we are. So yeah, all right, let me catch up on the chat. Thank you for your patience with me. Let me see. And I saw the hydrate. Thank you. Let me go and do that, Twitchmon. Okay. The economy is affecting even 9-to-5 princesses. Exactly. Oh shit, that sucks. Yeah. Genuinely sucks, man. It does. I'm sorry. It's okay. You guys don't have anything to apologize for. Don't get me wrong, but oh, what the heck? Please do take care. Thank you, Queenie. I know the feeling. The Gary Job Corps near me is getting severe budget cuts. Yeah. No matter what happens, Kōri, you'll make it. Thank you, Chef. That's really sweet of you to say. Job market. Yeah. Budgeting monthly Kōri subs, donations. No. Please don't like do that for me. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I did think about like, well, what if I tried to do VTubing a little bit more like full time, but I just can't do that to myself, and I don't want to do that to you guys either. Like, it just I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do it, basically. Anyway, Sun, oh my gosh, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The 1,500. Oh my god. Thank you so many bits. Oh my god, thank you so much. Mojo, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you for the support. You guys, I'm not saying this because I want money, by the way, okay? But thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you for assisting me with this project, with my passions. Thank you for believing in my passions to the point where you would support it in that way. But you know, just you guys being here is a huge help, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying these things for pity. Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know like what's going on, and I don't expect anything out of it. Okay, like genuinely, I don't. I'm just being transparent. So thank you. Yeah, the job market is awful right now. No one is hiring. Exactly. Yeah. And the custodian janitor can confirm job market sucks. Yeah. It's awful, and more people either getting laid off or trying to find one. Exactly, Mari. My significant other lost her job. It's been 4 months now. It's tough. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. I'm lucky I have my part-time, just not enough money sometimes. I get it, for sure. Got laid off last year. Haven't been able to get hired since. It is really scary. It is really scary and really, really tough, for sure. GC, thank you for the 100 bits again. Thank you so much. This should cover a fifth of a cup of coffee. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sorry for you, Kōri. I'm very sorry, Kōri. No, it's okay. You guys don't have anything to apologize for. I'm sorry that I have to bring it up. It's like a shit situation. Like, no one wants to hear it. I'm sorry. You don't want to hear this on a freaking a nice Tuesday. You know, I didn't mean, I don't know, sex too. Yeah. We're here for supporting you over weekend. Thank you. Now I understand why you sound a bit worried about the cloud music. I'm not worried about new cloud, but I am like, it's just I'm worried for other reasons. But yeah. I'm so sorry, Kōri. I hope the uncertainty becomes more certain sooner rather than later, and I hope your next job opportunity will be fulfilling. Thank you! Thank you, Big Doc. I appreciate it. Maybe your CEO can take you along with them to their next venture. It's possible. I mean, I'm gonna ask, of course, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, you know. I know that, like, you know, the kind of business relationship that the CEO and I have, like, I could always reach out and, like, text him and be like, hey, you know, like, I know that I could do that, you know, and so it's not like he's gone, like, he's not dying, you know, thank goodness. But, you know, like, it just kind of sucks to not be able to, like, have that, like, positive energy, again, like, you know, and then at least it won't be the same, right? Everybody's a little bit different. There's probably still going to be positivity, I hope, it better be, in my next job, but it's not going to be exactly the same, right? Just change, you know. But we'll see. I mean, my CEO's been, like, literally, he told me, like, here's where we're at. We might be closing the shop, you know, could be as early as October, and he was like, so what I want to do is, like, I want to work with you on your, like, CV and blah, blah, blah. So, like, again, very, just such a huge, like, actually cares about my well-being as a person beyond, like, this job. And I feel like that's so rare to find in, like, a CEO. And that's why I'm like, oh, I'm so distraught that, like, I won't have that. Like, I don't think I'll have that in my life again. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe I will, but gosh, the timing with the events is nightmarish. I'm so sorry. I hope things sort easily. Sending all my love and wishes to you. I hope you find something that works for you and Kōri. Thank you, Nix. I appreciate it. Thank you. You got it, Kōri. We believe in you. Thank you, Chef. Kōri, because Kōri is a big bala. Real. I mean, maybe VTuber could save you, for real. I don't want it to. Like, and it's true, and maybe it could, but I don't necessarily, like, need it. Like, I don't necessarily, like, want it to either. Like, don't get me wrong, it would be amazing if it did, but I don't know, you know, and that's what I mean. Like, there might be, what might end up happening is that, like, I do spend some time trying to be a little bit more, like, full-time, quote-unquote, as a streamer, while I'm also, like, on the side, like, applying for jobs, or maybe I decide to do something else with my career where it's not, like, a full-time job, because that's what I have right now, a full 9 to 5. But I don't know, you know, it's hard to say because it's so, like, unstable. Like, I don't, again, I like having stability in my life, and, like, unfortunately, like, streaming and content creation is a little bit unstable, so, you know, I don't know if it'll work with, like, my lifestyle, basically. You've been doing everything you can, and for what it's worth, I think that's reflected well no matter the outcome, even though in great talks of money is sadly not always great. Oh, yeah, for sure, absolutely. Question, did you enjoy the events you made during them? You know, it depends on the event. I've done a lot of different events, but for the most part, like, it has, like, yes, I have enjoyed them. I think most, like, it's 80% of the time I'm like happy that I did the events that I've done. You know what I mean? And I feel like the 20% though, where I'm like unhappy about it or like regretful, they don't happen that often. Like those moments of you know, negative emotions, they don't happen that often, but when they do happen, they hit really hard because it's just like, it just floods you. And if you have been a content creator, if you've ever, you know, been, yeah, if you've ever been a content creator, like, you probably understand. It's kind of a feeling that, like, I don't really know how to explain, but it's just kind of like, damn, like, I spent all this time doing TikTok and YouTube and, Instagram and Twitter, and I edited all these videos to make them so nice. I watched all these tutorials. I spent money to even hire some video editors, and then I, you know, streamed for like 8 hours one day, and then all that for like nothing. You know, like that's, so it just like, sometimes you just get in this headspace where it just, as a content creator, and I can't speak for everyone, obviously, but like for me, like, and I've seen other people as well, like it just floods you. It's so easy to get, like, swept up in that fucking hurricane. And, so when it does hit, it just hits like a fucking train. So it's just really hard to, like, get yourself out of it sometimes, or to, like, let the positive things stay and stick. Like, 100%, I know that there were a lot of positive things that came from the events that I did. And I know that, like, most of the time, I would say that I don't regret it. Because I would rather regret like doing something than regret not doing it at all. That's the kind of person that I am. So like, I am more glad that I tried and it failed than like not trying and never knowing, if that makes any sense. So, but it still doesn't take away like the sting of like in the moment when you're just kind of like upset about things, you know what I mean? So anyway, I don't think it's your fault for wanting to spend money on a hobby. Lots of people, you know, do the same thing, but also you didn't know that something like that would happen with your job and everything. That's true, yeah, for sure. Thank you for saying that, Kōri. I know that it's not unheard of to spend money. I know everybody in some capacity spends money on their hobby, even if you're just like knitting. You have to buy the supplies for that, right? You know, so I totally understand. And, you know, it's just like the like I said, it's just like the thoughts that just like get, all the negative thoughts that just like bury anything positive, you know what I mean? That is just like, oh my god. But yeah, you're absolutely right, yeah. Nothing wrong with having a professional figure become your leader. True. I'm really crying sad. I'm sad as well. But it's okay. You don't cry. I'm sorry to make you cry. I'm sorry. It's very understandable to feel that way. Yeah. Thank you, GT, for the bits. I'm spending money on my hobby right now. Yeah, there you go. I mean, real. Snap. That's true. I know that it's okay, but sometimes I'm like, why did I spend that much? I guess, you know what I mean? I feel pity because you had to hold all this all in this weekend. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I don't want to make you feel, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I mean, it was partly my fault because I just didn't feel like it was right for me to talk about, like, during a con weekend. You know, there's so much going on, and, like, I also, like, didn't want to, I guess, like, worry you guys over the con weekend. Like, I wanted everyone to just, like, enjoy the weekend as much as I could, you know? And, like, I also wasn't ready. Like, it's just a matter of, like, I'm not ready to talk about it yet. But it sucked, yeah, 100%. I really did not want to be online this past weekend, but it was just like, yeah, I mean, you do what you gotta do, unfortunately, but who says you have to graduate? Hiatuses are a thing. That's true. It's just so hard because it's been drilled into me, like, by social media and, like, other shit that, like, even taking a hiatus can be, like, kind of bad because, like, or yeah, it could be like, well, they'll just, like, people, your audience will just forget about you type thing. Like, that's, not that that's true completely, but, like, you know, it's just, like, if I'm not here, the attention span on the internet is, like, so small. It's, like, 10 seconds, you know? So it's, like, I really don't want to lose all the hard work that I have put in the last 4 years. And I'm scared that I will if I do take a hiatus. And that's not the reality of the situation. I know that. but it's hard to not feel that way when I have all this negative emotions, you know what I mean? So, no matter what, we are here. Thank you, Goat Mom. I hope y'all can stay in contact with each other while y'all do go through this. Yeah, I think so. I think we will. A real leader inspires. Exactly. If you need time, etc., we will always be here if and when you come back and supporting you and wishing you well in all you do regardless always. Thank you, Nix. I appreciate it. Kōri, we are here for you when you need a break, and we will be here when you come back. Thank you. I know you will. I just, like, in my head, I'm like, no one will. So, real, fingers crossed things are sorted somehow and things go smoothly as possible. All the love and warmth to you. Thank you, Nix. Thank you so much for your kind words and, like, positivity. I really appreciate it. You got this, Kōri. I genuinely believe in you. I won't lie. I've been going through a hard time too, but just gotta bounce back. You got people that care about you, so you gotta do what you need to do and do your best not to dwell on the bad things. I'd say start looking for a good job in the background. It's good to have something to fall back on. Oh yeah, absolutely. I will admit, the last like 4 days, the last couple of days I've been in like denial and like, you know, sad and angry. Today I took a look at my CV again and updated things and reformatted it a little bit, and I am gonna bring it to my CEO tomorrow to like talk about it and like see what his suggestions are, and then I'm gonna start applying for jobs. But it's just, oh god, I just really don't want to. I just really don't want to. I'm such a bitch. Anyway, but yeah, no, you're right. I know that there are so many people that are here. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And like, even though it's like a kind of a lame topic to be talking about, like, you guys are listening to me, so I really appreciate that. Like, having the space to be able to talk about these things with y'all, it means a lot, and I don't want it to feel like your positive words and the fact that we have this is falling on deaf ears by any means. It's still in my heart always, but it makes me even like more, you know, sad and scared when this is being potentially jeopardized by like things that are out of my control and unfortunate events in my personal life. You know what I mean? So, but thank you. And right back at you, Chef. You have people around you that believe in you as well. And I believe in you. And I know that, yes, it has been really tough and it's been a hard year. But we have survived thus far. And so we'll keep going. We'll keep pushing. That's what we do. I take it back. You're not stinky. All right, Coiny. That's going to last for about 10 minutes. That's going to last for about 10 minutes. But thank you. Oh my gosh. Well, it's the time for an offline chat subathon. Oh my gosh, imagine. Oh, Nini! It's good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Scrudgy raid. Let's go. What's up? How was your stream? What are y'all streaming today? Hello. Big YoHallo to you. How are y'all? What's new? What's good? Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. How was your stream? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Nini. So good to see you. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for creating content. And thank you so much for bringing over your wonderful community here. Also, if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Kōri. And I'm your IRL event VTuber. What does that mean? We've been to over 30 plus cons, virtually attending as Kōri, and bringing VTubing IRL. We've also brought VTubing IRL through concerts. We have a concert next week, or sorry, not next week, this weekend, on Friday actually, excuse me, brain off. And it's going to be at MatsuriCon, which is a convention in Columbus, Ohio. It is free. We will also be streaming it here on the Twitch if you can't make it in person. It will be streamed here on the Twitch. So feel free to come by and check it out if you would like. No pressure. Okay, no pressure. But it'll be a good time. We have a bunch of concerts coming up. So really excited for it. We've got like, I think this weekend, we've got like 80 plus VTubers joining us for the opening acts. And then I have the main act. So really excited for it. We'd love to see you there. No pressure though, of course. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Accidentally closed script. No, you're good. Oh my god, it's totally fine. No, you're good. It's good to see you. Glad you had fun at NYC. Thank you. Yes, it was a time for sure. Also, thank you, Chef. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you again for your kind words and have fun with the homies. I did. How was your stream? What were y'all up to today? It's gotten so big. Yeah, Anime NYC? Yeah, for sure. I went last year and this year, and this year definitely had worse connection as far as like internet connection, cell phone connection, and so that was a little bit of a struggle. But yeah, my first con ever was NYC 2017. Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, yeah, no, it has been around for a while. It is huge. It's like, I think it's like the second or third largest con in like the United States or something. Yappin and Final Fantasy. Ooh, nice. Let's go. Let's go. I'm old. No. No, someone else said 2018. Okay, so don't worry. Like, they went in 2018. So don't. You're good. You're good. Okay. Who knows? Maybe you were like, 10. Maybe you were in the womb. Just kidding. Maybe you were in the womb when you went. Okay. I'm not gonna assume. All right. Largest on the East Coast. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, for sure. Of course. Yeah. I got you. But yes, feel free to lurk and get some snacks and take care of yourself if you need to. Okay, Nini, and everybody else, all the raiders, please feel free to take care of yourselves. Okay, your health and happiness comes first. We did talk a little bit about some serious stuff and like some life updates. I'm okay. It's nothing to do with my health or anyone around me's health. We're all good. Not life-threatening, but just life-changing a little bit. So, talked about some kind of like serious topics. So, just letting you know, if you are like, I just want to go watch kitten videos and puppy videos for the rest of the day or the night, please do. Okay, I totally understand because we're talking about some serious stuff. So, thank you again so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you. Okay, let me continue to catch up on chat. I'm super behind. With you to the end, Corey. Thank you, Tyga. Thank you for saying that. Get yourself back to where you can financially support yourself, Corey. That's very important. I agree, GT. That is the plan. That is the plan, 100%. I'm not stopping till I do. I'm sorry that happened. Do what you need to do. We support you no matter what. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sailing. Going to a big concert tomorrow, so I'm going to rest up. Yes, please get some rest. Heck yeah, have fun. That sounds amazing. Glad you're well. Have missed you also. Thank you so much for the sweet video for your anniversary. Yes! Congrats again on the amazing anniversary. Heck yeah, please get some rest and have so much fun. Take lots of pictures and videos, and I'm sure you'll dress up a little bit too. Dance hard, sing hard. You know what I mean? Have fun. Heck yeah. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Sockfather and I agree. We want you to succeed, Corey, in IRL. If we can help, we will. Thank you, Goma. I appreciate it. I bring my Sandy in the pit. Yo, mosh pit. VTuber mosh pit. Let's go. Hell yeah. That sounds like a good time. Do it. Do it. I'm a meal of little words, but what you introduced me to all those moons ago has been some of the most memorable, funniest, joyful, and bond-building experiences I've lived through. Fuck, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry to text message. You shut the fuck up right now. Fucking, I'm not crying. What you've paved within this industry has impacted literally everyone, from your viewers and people who watch other VTubers to those VTubers themselves, from industry partners and sponsors to conventions and media that cover the industry. Corey could literally lose touch with the industry. Sorry. Corey could literally lose touch with the industry for a decade and come back and make history just as easily. We've watched you alter the reality and direction that a whole worldwide moving industry was heading. Single-handedly and with ease. I'm confident. I'm really trying not to cry. I'm sorry. I'm really trying not, and I'm really trying so hard. Okay, I'm confident you can make it through whatever the IRL world has geared up for you. Or the sworn Corey ain't even her final form. We'll be here and see you through the other side as always. We'll forever be your snow syrups. Whoops. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Pack. That's really sweet. You fucking asshole! That was really sweet, you fucking bitch! Thank you. it's hard to feel that way. Sometimes when you feel like there's like multiple things that are like going against you in real life. But thank you for wording it in that way. And I'm just so like honored that I had ever been able to create those like fun and joyful and great experiences that you're talking about. And I'm glad that you see it that way. Because sometimes it's like, oh, just sometimes I'm like, God, I wish I could get out of my own head sometimes, you know, and I know it's like my own fault, but anyway, thank you for saying that, Pack. You fucking bitch. Anyway, with appreciation, you fucking bitch. That's the craziness of life. Yeah, it's true. Hi, Mr. McMack. Oh my gosh. Hello. Good to see you. Sorry I'm crying. Holy shit. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what came over me there. I think it's because Pac never fucking says that kind of shit, so. Making art is so much better than making money, but money sure is helpful. True, yeah. I want to follow my passion. That's what I'm here for, you know? You can always come be a farm hand on the farm. Half joke. I respect your privacy and would definitely hire you. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you, Go Mom. Thank you. That was nice of you to offer. Thank you. Negativity tends to stick out like a sore thumb, yeah. I tried to massage the algorithm and do all this and it didn't get me done. This is depressing. Yeah, type of feeling for sure, yeah. At the end of the day, it comes down to how hard it is to have both this ability and freedom to work and enjoy hobbies. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I keep alive a 25-year-old truck. I'll wait on a hiatus. Ah, damn. Let's go, chef. That's real. I mean, taking time off might stifle momentum, but you do have a good fan base, so that's true. That's a good point, GT. And I appreciate you saying that. The Snow Syrups will rally if you need to go on hiatus. We will always support you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go on YouTube chat, because I'm sorry, I've like totally neglected you guys. Okay. Oh shit is, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the market is a cesspool of anxiety right now. Nobody can fault you for prioritizing your financial security. If you need to step away, not a single one of us would complain. Happiness, healthiness, and safety, period. Whether it's graduation or hiatus or whatever, at the end of the day, we will always support the things you need to do. It's okay to be scared and upset and full of what-ifs. You are justified in those feelings, and anyone who thinks otherwise can go fuck themselves. Yeah, true. But no matter what, you won't be alone, not while we're here to annoy you! So true! We will always stay by your side because you're someone worth believing in and supporting. Thank you, Shogun. I appreciate it. Thank you again for the gifted Moonjo. Thank you for the support. You're pretty cool, Kōri, and I got a cool community cheering for you. Thank you, Moonjo. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me. You've got this. You'll be okay. No matter what happens, you will overcome this as you always have and always will. It's why we admire and love you so much. It's why we will support you always. Thank you, Shogun. I appreciate it. I will do my best. And I know that I'll survive this. Don't get me wrong. I know that I'll survive. It's just a matter of doing it. You know, the uncertainty does not help me, you know. Most of all we want is for you to be in the space you need to be and the space you want to be. You have always been here for us. We will always return that kindness. You got this. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Shogun. It's always okay to cry. Keep being the sweet, cool VTuber you are. Thank you, Virgil. Yes, I know. It is okay to cry. I know that. But I'm trying to read the chat and my tears are getting in the way. You know, what happened to the screen? Why is it so blurry? Just kidding. Anyway. Yeah, you've been doing a lot. I followed your socials and was amazed on how much you travel and do your Kōri talks. So thank you, John. That's really sweet of you to say. Thank you. Doing my best. Doing my best, you know. Sometimes it's alright, sometimes it's not. Wow, Shogun, what you did. Whatever, fucking back. Yeah. Oh, goddamn, got me tearing up. No, real. Amen, real. Even when you feel like life is against you, just remember you got a whole farm full of critters on your side. Derogatory! Don't you dare forget, you got a whole farm of critters. Real. Hello, Arturus. Oh, well, welcome in. Sorry, we were talking about some serious topics. I apologize. We're chilling. Okay, we're chilling. You could always work at Amazon warehouse or at a casino or bartender. Oh God, no. I have to do a remote job still. I cannot do in person. I have way too much anxiety to do in person, but remote work is where it's at. I mean, that's how my current job is, which is why I love it. Also part of the reason why I love it so much. So I will be trying to do that again. I mean, preferably, I would like to try to make the same amount of money that I am now, and to be able to work remote. Like, that is, like, that's, like, best case scenario for me. As well as, like, obviously not have a toxic work environment, right? If you do gotta take a break, I'll do game nights titled "Watch Me Be Only Slightly Better Than Kōri at Elden Ring." I think you should retitle that to "Watch Me Break My 50th Controller." That's what that should be titled, Stockfather. I don't know what you're saying. We believe in you, Kōri. Much love and support. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I'll try to be here every stream more than I already do. Oh, Fusion, you are so sweet. And you really have, by the way. You really have shown up. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. That's really sweet. Real same, right? Someone at my local game store mentioned you in a casual conversation the other day, and they said that it was amazing what you were doing. What? Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean they mentioned me? Like, they knew, like... Did they know? Wait. What? Did they know that you knew who I was? Or like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? Wait, what? What happened? What? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean, Sailing? Were you talking about me? Or like, they talked about me? Or like, what? How did... Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure, like, did they just come up with, like, they just had that in the conversation? Or, like, did you bring that up? Not 50th. Only, like, 5 or 6. Sure. Rip to Office Talk Father's controllers, right? I know. Never met them in my life and they brought you up. Are you serious? Wait, what were you guys talking about? Dude, I'm so fucking nosy right now. I'm like, wait, what? Did they, like, they see, like, you wearing, like, a keychain or something? Or, like, what, how did that come up in conversation? Oh my god, that's crazy. What? That's so wild. Oh my god. Well, I hope that you fucking bragged about how amazing of a moderator you are in our Discord. And how much of an amazing person you are in this community. And how considerate and kind you are, okay? Because you contribute to what I am. It was so much fun meeting you and talking with you at NYC. Thank you, Banana God. I appreciate it. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Heck yeah. Also, Miku, thank you for the follow. I'm calling you Miku. I have to, right? Anyway. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for coming to the stream again. I appreciate it. This is my everyday. You know, this is what we do. I really appreciate the support here. You guys coming back from the con and coming to the streams is what helps me keep doing what I do. So thank you so much for coming in today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for going to NYC. Thank you for chatting with us. I hope you had a wonderful time. Kōri, I'll never stop believing in you. You got this, and we will always believe in you. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate that. Hold on, I'm gonna freaking blow my nose because I got all like ugly cryy for a second there. Hold on. And before Coiny says it, no, I'm not fucking unmuting, you freaking weirdo. Anyway. Me and Goatmom both talk about you to our coworkers, although recently my coworkers can't join Discord or stream. No, you're good. On account of the hooves and feathers. Okay, average. Thank you. I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad they know about me at least. That means a lot. Thank you. Let me see. John has some nice things to say here. So me to break, go ahead. You've been spearheading the commercialization of VTuber idol culture. I have no idea what to call it, but no, you're good. It's okay. Yeah, no, that means a lot. Thank you for saying that. That's really sweet. Yeah, it's super sweet. No problem. Flashbackers screaming and blowing up. Same, honestly. Same. Here you go. It means you're getting famous. I don't know. It's hard to say. I hope. Fingers crossed one day, you know. Man, I lost my Kōri keychain. No, it's okay, John. If you ever come by again, feel free to let us know. And we'll try to see what we can do, okay? let me know. James can't do anything because James doesn't have the authorization to. But let me know and I'll try to see what I can do, okay? I think my brother still has your Vegas Cocknert poster still up in his shop. He liked it so much, he took this smaller one home and kept the big one in the store. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's so sweet. Thank you for telling me that. That's so adorable. Oh my goodness. We were talking about proxy decks, and they mentioned making VTuber proxies and said they were trying to figure out one for a blue theme, and they mentioned you. What? Wow. That's so wild. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. What? Sorry, I'm flabbergasted right now, bro. Oh my gosh, well, that's so crazy. That's so wild. Wow, that's amazing. Oh my goodness. I work with griffins. That's about right. No, you work with a cat tractor. That's what I'm calling it, by the way. But all those cats on your tractor is so cute. My boss asks about you. What? That's so cute. Is your boss the goat that keeps getting their head stuck in the fence or whatever? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, I have a bag full of weird animal facts still, like koalas' fingerprints are similar to people that they can be confused at a crime scene. Oh my god, that's so funny. That's cute. Kōri, do you think you could be a VTuber manager or a VTuber company advisor? I don't know. I don't think I want that to be like my job, you know, because then I'd be like so involved in the VTubing scene that I wouldn't be able to like take a break from it, you know, because like that's what I liked about having my career, like my 9 to 5, is that I get to like take a break from VTubing to like focus on that and to do something else that like fulfills me in some way, like a little bit differently, right? But it's still fulfilling. And I don't know if like I'd feel fulfilled if I'm like surrounded by VTubing stuff, and that's just like all me thing, you know? So I think that it could be possible, but I don't know if anybody would want me, because I'm kind of, a lot of things that I do, well, let me put it this way. I recently heard someone say that in order to be successful in this content sphere, the streaming sphere, it's that you have to have an ego. And while I disagree to a certain extent, I also kind of agree. I can see why they say that. And the problem is I know that I have an ego to a certain extent. I don't think it's as large and bloated as maybe some people. At least I hope not. I try not to be. But I know that I know that I have a little bit of an ego, because it is just, you know, you're a streamer. You inevitably want people to come and watch you, right? That's part of being making content. Also, Nick, thank you so much for the bets. Oh my goodness. About some of your stickers at NYC. It was nice meeting you. Thank you so much for supporting us. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming back as well. This is what I do, my day-to-day, the stream. So having you come by and lurk in or hanging out in the stream, it helps me continue to go to cool events like Anime NYC. So thank you so much. Thank you for helping us bring VTubing IRL. And thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. I was just going to say that, yes, someone said recently to me that you need an ego in order to be successful in this industry. And while I do know that I have a little bit of an ego, it's inevitable with what we do, right? I know that I at least have the actions to back it, okay? At least I can say that I did do these things to back it. Because there's a lot of people who have an ego, but they don't put any action towards it, and they just have the ego. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's that mentality that a lot of people end up having, and it's hard to work with that. Or, like, I don't want to work with a ton of egotistical people. As nicely as I can say it. I don't want to potentially expose myself to having to work with a lot of people who may be egotistical. And I'm not saying that every single person is, you know, but I'm just saying, like, that may or may not, I don't know, it may or may not be the environment that I put myself in, and I would rather not if there is a high possibility for it. And I think there is a high possibility for it, so Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Now that you compliment me, I'm gonna go and do DoorDash again as retaliation. God damn it, Sailing. God damn it, Sailing. Whatever, man. I can't stand you. Love it how we can be cringe and emotional at the same time. That's us. Also, it's a pleasure to help out with this community. 100%. Sailing, did you not, like, you have bragging rights, Sailing. You can, oh, yeah, that Kōri-Oujo fella. Yeah, I know about that Kōri-Oujo. In fact, I am a moderator for that Kōri-Oujo guy, alright? Yeah, me, Sailing Circle, okay? The stealer of potatoes. I actually am a moderator for that cool person you just mentioned, by the way. You didn't brag about that? I would have fucking bragged about that. Cause yeah, I don't think I was just saying. Also, and thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in! Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day, night, etc. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. We're just chatting right now, hanging out. A cat tractor, you say? I'm a pet in that or gift y'all a cat tractor. Yeah! It meows whenever you pull a lever or turn a switch. Yeah, for sure. Oh my god. Thank you for the bits, GT. Being around people who feel self-inflated makes life feel deflating. Oh, that's real. That's real. Exactly. He's an old Navy vet that has started doing research on VTubers and got really excited about V-Fleet and your concert on the Hornet. Oh my gosh, really? That's so cute. That is adorable. Oh my goodness. That's so sweet. So you want VTubing as your side project instead of your job. It is stressful, VTubing full-time. Yeah, I said it earlier, say it again, I always say it. VTubing is a passion project. It is not my job. It is a hobby. I never want it to, like, become my career, if that makes sense. Maybe not never, but it just has, it'd take a lot for it to become my career, if that makes any sense. And I don't think that day will ever come. So that's why I say never, but I don't know. I guess I can never say never, right? But yeah, it's, I like to just treat VTubing as its own thing, as a hobby. I never expect anyone like you guys to ever have to, like, I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to, like, monetarily contribute to be a part of the stream or just period, because this is my hobby. This is my passion project. I should be the one that funds it because this is what I want to do. And so I never expect or want anyone to do that for me. If you're new to the stream, I, like, never do subathons. Like, never. It's just that I've done it in the last 4 years. I've probably only done it, like, 3 times. It's just not something that I do. I don't know. You know, I'm here just to make some laughs, hopefully make you guys smile, make some dumb jokes, be a raccoon. That is really what I do most of the time. So, like, not talk about this serious shit, but, you know, that's what I love to do. It's a yap, you know, that's it. And why I don't think anyone should have to pay for a good time, you know. Yaiko says hi. Oh, hi, Yaiko. Oh my gosh. I hope you had a good nappy wappy. What's up? I met you at NYC. It's nice to see your stream so far. Go to stream. I love animal facts. Let's go. Real. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for coming by on the Twitch as well. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support, End. I mean, if you had an ego, I think everyone would be like, yeah, no. If I did all the amazing things she's done, I'd have an ego myself. I don't know. I think I might. I don't know. Aw, son, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. You are my passion project to fund. Ah, bro. That's so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for believing in me, son. Thank you. Yaiko just randomly went, damn, imagine having a sense of self, and it nearly made me spit my food out from laughing too hard. That's so, yeah, right? So it was like that one guy in the corner of a party thinking they don't know I moderate for the best VTuber I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. Aww, I know, that's so real. Oh, heck yeah. To be honest, you don't need an ego. You need a work drive and a backbone. And I feel that. I guess some people don't feel the same way. And to be fair, the person who said that is like even bigger than me. So I don't know. I mean, it worked for them, I guess. I don't know. We had different things work for different people. You do phenomenal work, Corey. Thank you, Hunter. Also, thank you, Rock, for the lyric. I appreciate it. True, sailing because Goat Mom walks into work every day and slams the double doors open and screams, "I know a shaved ice lady!" Real, exactly. Oh my gosh. Could be good to have those people sometimes for competitions. That's true. I mean, it's good to always good to work harder, right? You can find that quote in my book one day. One day, heck yeah. Is VTubing harder than your regular? Sometimes. It depends. I don't know. It depends sometimes. Sockfather, oh my gosh, thank you for the 500 bits! Thank you so much! Let's go. Thank you. Is that 100 bits for each of the controllers you broke? Playing Elden Ring? No, just kidding. Is VTubing how you turn your brain off, Corey? Sometimes. Not all the time. There's still, like, a mission when I'm streaming, you know what I mean? There's still a mission, like, when I'm VTubing in one way or another, whether it be serious or unserious, but, you know. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I think when I'm playing a game, it's a little bit easier to turn my brain off, right? Sailing, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits! Oh my gosh, thank you! Thank you so much. Message received loud and clear. Spend 74% of my paycheck to support you. Got it. Fucking Stockfather, I swear to God. No, only if I get hired as a farmhand, okay? Which, you know, honestly, I would probably do. I think I told you guys this before. I know I did because, yes, I know I've said this before. But when I was a kid, the first job that I ever wanted was to be a farmer. Like, when I was in, like, elementary school. I was like, they asked you what you want to be when you grow up. And I was like, I want to be a farmer. Because I was like, it'd be so lit. Like, I'd be able to, like, be with animals and shit. And, like, that'd be so fun. Like, just imagine that. That'd be awesome. And then I realized, you know, that the economy doesn't like farmers, even though it's literally, like, how we get, like, that's how we live. It's, like, that's our food. Like, they raise and take care of the things that we consume, and, like, we should respect that way more. Yeah, you know, it's... Anyway. Yeah. And also, like, having to deal with, like, animals getting hurt or, like, passing away. I'm a fragile human being, so I would definitely be in shambles. So, and I know, like, that's happened in some occasions with your, you know, the stock father, goat mom family, but, and I know you guys have each other to work through that, so. Cosmic, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you for the support, Cosmic. What are you guys doing? Stop. My God. Jeez. Just because I played freaking Twilight Eclipse at my meet and greet, Cosmic? No, I'm just kidding. Actually, you know, it's about time you paid up for that, okay? No. I'm kidding. Oh my God, Stockfather. Down payment on a farmhand. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Stockfather. Hell yeah. I will help you get that goat's head out of the fence every 10 seconds. Don't worry, I got you. Thank you so much for the bits. I used to pay for a good time before I got married. JK wife, please spare me. the exhaust emote. I don't brag because it partially puts me in the spotlight, and I want Corey to be solely the spotlight. I did mention that I did follow you, which isn't lying, and it helps keep the light on you more. Oh, silly. Why are you so fucking, like, thoughtful and shit, bro? Like, why are you so fucking, like, sweet and thoughtful and considerate and kind? Like, why you gotta be that way, okay? Why can't you have an ego, okay? That's how you be successful. Just kidding. Don't, no, I'm kidding. Never change. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Or change if you want to. Shit, I don't know. Don't let me stop you. Hi, Zio. Welcome in. Sorry, we're talking about some serious shit. My bad. Unironically, it might be a good time for a subathon. I don't know. I don't want to have to go there unless, like, I absolutely have to. We'll see. I know that in the last, like, couple months, I've been a little bit more, like, direct about where money that does get given to us is going to be going for the stream and stuff. So I'm figuring it out, but I don't know. I'm, like, scared to do a subathon. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not quite me, but I've done, like, donathon, I guess, technically, so Kōri's passion speaks through her actions. Woo! There's no one who works harder and brighter than Kōri-Oujo. Thank you, Zia. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. Stop talking about my controllers. He just yelled that out loud. He just yelled that out loud. You know, when you guys came on for the Hear Me Outs, and like I was like, if the wiener's not on here, I'd be really disappointed. Like hearing Stockfather's voice, and he was just like, she wouldn't let me, like just like that. She wouldn't let me, and then Goobab's like cackling, like a cute cackling. Okay, it was just so funny. I was like, damn, this is so real. Anyway. Thank you, yeah. Thank you so much for the bits. Well, farming content still has farm in it, but real. That's true. I get it. It is so fair. But I got my tail end kicked by anything with hooves. Yeah, that's pretty real. Let's all just live on a farm together. Fuck the government and its jobs. No, honestly, real, dude. Honestly, fucking real. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's probably not a cult. Probably not. That's wild. Not a cult. Discord, however. Damn, that's wild. Okay. Yeah, I could just... Oh, wait, sorry. I read that already. I used to watch a lot of VTubers. I never really had a Kamiyoshi, but the community of Bell and the wonderful person spearheading it all, we are so lucky to know you. Aww. Sometimes, especially recently, this place feels more like my home than my IRL place of residence. This is my family. This is my home. And none of us would have had this without you. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm not crying again. Fucking Pat got me good, you motherfucker. With appreciation. Oh my god. No, I'm not crying again, but thank you. That's really sweet. And I feel that way too. I don't want to lose this, and I don't think that I will, but I like, you know, I can't help but be a little bit scared of the uncertainty, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do my best, you know. I am gonna work really hard to make sure that doesn't happen, you know, because I want to try it. You know, yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. I can't do much about the job market, so the VTuber farm of Kōri. Damn, it's crazy. No joke. I'd be down for a Kōri commune. Come on. You're so funny. I feel like we'd have a good time, not gonna lie. The Snow Farm reband gonna go crazy. Real. We can kick out our awful neighbors and give their place to y'all. Ooh, let's go. Yes. I've been here for hours, but I think this community seems nice. Thank you, GT. I'm biased, but I agree with that. We chat with each other a lot on like the Discord and stuff. We hang out. We have a good time. And thank you for saying that. And we're happy to have you, of course. No pressure. I'd be game for a Kōri IRL community, right? I feel like it'd be a good time, but like at the same, it'd be a good time. We'd get tired of each other eventually, but it wouldn't be like it would take a little bit longer, and we'd be able to work out our problems with each other. You know what I mean? At least I think we would. No pressure. Zio will be chilling in the pasture. Hell yeah, grazing. You do what you need to do. We've always been here for you when you come back, and we always will. Promise. Thank you, Shogun. Yeah, I'll do my best. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that I don't have to like go on a hiatus or something. I don't want to do it, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. So down to the Kōri Farm and Amusement Park in Kentucky. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Let's go. I've been here since April this year, and this community is truly great. Aw, Sun! True. And Sun's been just as amazing, of course. We have strict communicate your problems rule around here. True! Real! Problem solved over game nights, 1v1s. Yeah, real. Only stewing around here is for supper. And your weird spice mixes, right? And then share snacks after. Exactly. Can I call dibs on being the maid on the farm? No, because you know Shogun's gonna wear like a fucking anime girl like maid suit that is like way too small, and the thong's gonna be out. We all know the thong's gonna be out, alright? What's the boxing ring for? Yeah, real. It's just, you know, having open communication. We communicate our problems here through that. Oh my gosh. First you come for my controllers, now you come for my spices? It's getting personal, huh? It's getting personal. That's wild. That's wild. Point out the problem in that. Oh wait, goddamn Shogun. I mean, he's called Show Thong. God damn it. That's so wild. That's so wild that you would say that. Buy a cow just for the milkmaid job. Do not say milkmaid job, bro. You already know what Shogun's gonna. Oh no, Shogun's gonna say some shit about that, man. There you go. Milk. Anyway. You get the maid outfit only every third day. Can you imagine? Next, she will come for your headset next. Oh yeah, your headset next, real. Milkmaid, yeah. Who we milking? Chill, dog. Chill, damn, chill. That's wild. That's wild. Thank you for the follow, Dark. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful night or day. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Hello, hello. I can attest to that. Yeah, that's true. Read Moki Shogun? No, don't. No. Yeah, don't give Shogun ideas. No. I informally apologize. That's wild. That's wild. Okay. For sure. Oh my god. Anyway, alright. Well, now that we've had all of that absolute freaking roller coaster of emotions, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hearing me out. I'm going to be working hard to make sure that we have the best possible plan of action moving forward and that things go smoothly as I can. And yeah, thank you to everybody from Anime NYC who had come by again today and showed support. It means a lot. And we appreciate you guys coming by the stream. It helps me continue to do what I do and bring VTubing IRL. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I do usually stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. That's my usual, and Saturdays too. But we have MatsuRiCon this weekend, so I am going to be streaming on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days in a row. And I just want to be a little bit more conscious of myself and my personal health right now, and my mental health, especially in my time. So I am taking the next 2 days off, so that way I can take care of myself, and then I will come back for MatsuRiCon. We have the concert, okay? Coming up here soon. Really excited for that. And again, that's on Friday. So excited. Hi, Lydia. Oh my god, it's good to see you. Yes, I get to see you. Hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Lydia. Hope you're doing great. Good to see you. I was actually wondering about that. Yeah, so I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. And I thought I would have to stream on Thursday, but I don't have to. So I'm probably going to take Thursday off as well. Thursday. And then, but I'll be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you'll get enough of me, I'm sure. So yeah. Let's see. Heck yeah, Dark. Good that you're taking a break. Thank you, Tujman. I appreciate it. Expect some random Discord hangouts tomorrow and Thursday. Yeah, would love that. I'll try to make it on and at least lurk if I can. I just wandered in. Good to see you. Big YoHallo. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by today. Thank you for wandering in. I appreciate it. Anyway, so that's the update. And thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for listening. And thank you so much for supporting me and for believing in me and believing what we do here. It sincerely means a lot. And it's gonna keep me doing my best, for sure. Keep me inspired, keep me motivated. And I will continue to do my best always, of course. So thank you for continuously being here and continuously believing in me. Yeah, thank you. Well, big thanks to all those coming in from NYC, and of course those who've gathered across all 30 plus other cons. Fart well, y'all. Jesus, what? God, you see, this is what I mean. This is why Pax's message got me, because you know, like Pax does does not talk this way. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, what are you talking about right now? Oh my fucking god! It's just so crazy. Anyway, all right, we are going to go ahead and we are gonna go raid Sue. Sue is currently, I think they're doing Voop chat. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, by the way. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Voop chat? Voope chat? I don't know. Anyway, And they're chatting, basically. They're chatting right now. So we're going to go right into them. Sue is also a partnered talent, like how I am, of Luminara. And so I just want to send some support their way. We're going to be doing something cool together potentially soon, too, for the New Cloud concert. So just show my support. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening and hearing me out, and for reflecting and digesting the things that I had to say. I'm going to keep doing my best, and I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for helping me push through these really tough times in my life. And I know that we will all be stronger because of it. So I am hopeful. Sometimes when I'm not being drowning in my own negative thoughts, I am hopeful that things will be okay. I know things will be eventually. We just got to get used to like the change and stuff. So anyway, have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you and take care. I will see you on Friday with the concert. So exciting. All right, everybody. Bye-bye, everyone. Oh, yeah, say me this. Bye. Thank you.